This episode of All Wings Considered is brought to you by Communications. Remember, the most important part of any relationship is communications. Available at your local commodity dealer. Now, here's Ben and Jason.
Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of All Wings Considered, the web's only and potentially best Wing Commander themed live stream, weekly live stream. Program.
Excellent.
Web content.
Perfect.
Disney, hire us.
Sure.
Alright. Well,
excellent.
I'd like to welcome probably no one to this show tonight as everyone is busy playing Rebel Galaxy Outlaw.
Yep. They can have us streaming in the background.
Oh, okay.
We have an audio. We should have an audio version only.
But you'd miss our hilarious physical comedy and gags.
That's true. That's true, and props and special effects and everything else. We should have a special effects producer, special effects button. I don't know if that will ever happen, but we should think about that somehow with like across the screen.
Still trying to figure out the wiggle train button.
Oh, that's right. That's a good one too. I forgot about that.
And with that,
yes, we were just talking a bunch of smack to each other before the program, so we're
all amped up and ready to go.
We're ready to go. Yes, we're ready for a fantastic week. It's going to be a really big week.
It's an exciting week for everybody out there, everyone within the sound of this broadcast, because Sunday.
No,
Saturday is the Wing Commander Combat Information Center's.
That was a horrible drum roll. That's something you're waiting for. Give it snare drum.
Listen, the second worst thing a drummer can do during their set is to do a terrible drum roll. The first worst thing is then to criticize their own drum roll, interrupting the initial plan.
Yeah. Anyway, so Saturday.
The great big Wing Commander Combat Information Center 21st birthday party.
It's getting drunk.
Yes.
We're taking it to the bar.
And for the first time ever, we will be live streaming this one, starting with a very special episode of All Wings Considered in honor of Wing Commander. All very special episodes.
They're all we love them all.
In honor of Wing Commander 3's 25th anniversary, we've got some really exciting stuff to share and play and do and talk about. And we'll fill you in on that very soon.
And the word "we" has especially big meaning this year.
Yes, because all our rowdy friends are coming over.
Yes! It's going to be a very... thankfully, the expansion to the All Wings Considered studio is about to be completed, and we'll have Wing 2 open with Satellite 2.
No, some of our very good Wing Commander friends are coming, and we'll have them all here on the show, and it's going to be quite a party.
It's going to be a crazy situation we have.
And there's going to be live trivia and all the normal CIC birthday stuff you know and love.
Yes.
We'll be there.
Yes. Fully integrated.
Yes, virtual spectrums. It's all happening.
In this one reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right, that's enough. We
are very, very good hype men.
We were blabbing a lot when I got here a while ago, so we got nothing.
All right. We're going to go to that first slideshow, which is back after a few weeks.
Hello, old friend.
It's back, the part where we show you a bunch of media. It's mostly stuff we randomly thought about last time. And the first... Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I'm hyping you up, giving you the okay.
Oh, okay. So if anybody didn't happen to catch it, we,
who would miss this?
No, Saturday, the previous Sunday or so ago.
That's right, your super stream.
I did a super stream privateer just to make some credits so we'd be able to start Righteous Fire easily in a few weeks.
So it was great to watch you do that.
If you want to watch me play privateer for 6 or 7 hours, that's on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, you did a good chunk. You did a very good chunk.
But in the process of that being a thing, we had some privateer-related stuff we wanted to show off when we had the Aftermath slideshow back, so I'm going to start with the background planets. We were talking about... I had been curious as I was playing whether the planets you see in the background of Privateer are specific, if there's any sort of special organization to them. And it turns out there is. There are...
I'm just adjusting this because this is farther out than normal so I can see. And not look weird.
All right.
Just so you know, so you're not wondering what's going on.
There's a baker's dozen or so different celestial objects that can display on the skybox of Privateer. And each system can have up to 4, and they are preset. Okay. So one of my next Privateer ventures, once we get this derelict, I'm just going to take out the ship and I'm going to explore every system, and I'm going to chart what the pattern is.
All right.
But here they all are.
That would be another good one to make some money for Righteous Fire as well.
Yeah. We can make a few credits along the way. In addition, that is also the case in every 2D Wing Commander. Wing Commander 1, Wing Commander 2, Super Wing Commander, Wing Commander Academy. They all have set skyboxes. In Wing Commander 1, 1 and 2, it's per campaign. So the Enyo system, for instance, has this blue galaxy and this
Waterworld
Origin music planet, whereas the McAuliffe system has the burning planet and the red nebula. And again, it's pulling from a set of a dozen or so, and then Secret Missions 2 adds another 10 or so.
Interesting.
Like this is Secret Missions. Like there's some series that are near Phyreka. You get this.
Yeah, the in-system jump ones.
Yeah. And then there's ones where you're outside the Phyreka system. You see it further away.
Okay.
There's some clever stuff in there.
That's interesting.
But we haven't had time to start charting all that out yet. But once we do, we'll talk about it right here.
Well, where else have we talked? Do you have a competing program I need to know about?
No.
Just one wing considered. It's only about Wing Commander 1.
That would be a good show.
Yeah, it's a spin-off.
Heinz Variable Nebula. Here it is.
Whoa! What's up, Mr. Hines?
On our previous stream, I can't remember which one, but I referred to the system as I always did in my head, Heinz Variable North, which to me sounded like a scientific weird space name. And someone in the chat immediately pointed out, no, it's the N is for Nebula, Heinz Variable Nebula, which is an actual nebula, and here it is. A variable nebula is one with a large central star that the appearance of the nebula varies based on the brightness of the star. That's where the variable comes from. Mm-hmm. And in this particular, Heinz Variable North is New Galactic Catalog 1555. And the star in the center is T Tauri in the constellation Taurus, which I guess is appropriate for privateer.
Okay. It is, sure.
It is, yeah.
Close enough.
Which I guess is also where the Taurans from Forever War are from. So that's what's in their system. Oh, and the name, the unusual name, it's named after a man named John Russell Hind who discovered it in 1852.
Oh, good year.
So there you go. And I'm also working, I promise, on a catalog of what all the references to the privateer names mean. And it's one of those things that just gets a little bit more interesting each time I add another section to it. Uh-huh. So next show or the show after that, I'll have the results of that. But we've got the little histories of all the mythological figures and the poets and all the historical people the bases are named after. It's gonna be good. So that'll be a future Afterburner slideshow. We had been talking about the size of the Centurion, and sort of the people sort of think, oh, it's a fighter like a saber or a FV or a rapier or something, and no, it's actually much larger because it's still a cargo ship.
Yeah,
it's got a third of the cargo of a galaxy, and we were talking about how there were almost official privateer blueprints, which I said I would show, and here they are on the team shirt, and isn't that just the most teasing image in the world? Don't you want to
pull it out? Yes.
And see the rest
what does this text say? I want to know what that entire paragraph is on each side and where it goes from. Yes.
And unfortunately the text it's too far out. You can't even see it on the actual t-shirt. But
is this one you do not possess?
I don't have this. I think Chris Reed has one though.
Oh.
And
Mr. Reed.
I certainly covet it. It's beautiful.
Maybe he can bring it for when we finish on Saturday.
Cool. This one and the Wing Commander Academy one is that's like my holy grail right now. I would love an Academy team shirt. They're amazing.
Mr. Reed confirms he does have one. Well, he can also take pictures of it as well for the text.
Yeah, I think this is his picture of it.
Just trying to build it up, sir.
Another thing we talked about last week or two weeks ago was the Warrior King, and we went and played Street Fighter.
You can say 2 weeks ago, and then 2 weeks before that, and then there was like a month before. Yep, the Warrior King's always in our thoughts.
Yeah, he does pop up a lot.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
So I said, why don't we reach out to the Street Fighter fandom and see if they have done anything with the character, since he was a prominent part of one episode of their animated series. And, I know Wing Commander fans, we like to grab the bits out of things. Like the Oasians. Every list of aliens you ever see has the Oasians on it, and the Dioscuri, and the stuff from that show. So I would do Street Fighter people have that same treatment of their continuity? Do they rip this guy out? Are there Street Fighter comics with him or fan fiction? And the answer is no.
Well, great build-up.
But I did find that there seems to be a widespread belief among the Street Fighter community, which I suspect is entirely erroneous, is that the character is based on the game Magic Sword, which is also from Capcom, the same company that did Street Fighter. And I don't believe that's true at all. Will Menujo, I can't even say his name, created the character. He's the guy who did Exo Squad, but he was specifically brought in to create the character for the 4th show. So it's no matter what the Street Fighter wiki is going to tell you, the Warrior King is not based on the game Magic Sword.
Okay,
so there you go.
That is a very aggressive cover.
Well, it was an aggressive time, the Iraq War, and
yeah. I mean, he's got like a 6. I don't believe the human being has that many muscles in their chest.
Depends if they're just 8 muscles. All right.
Oh my God! That's moving along. I'm not even. Nope.
The last and potentially most exciting follow-up from last time was we were talking about. Does Wing Commander 3 really take place in 2669? Was that always the intent? What's the deal?
Okay.
And I said I was going to show these off, which are
the screen that was not discovered for a very long time.
Yeah, so just in the last couple years,
which is really kind of amazing.
Turns out if you hit Control S when you're on the loadout screen in Wing Commander 3, you get a second set of text that goes over the loadout and tells you the stats and little bits of lore about the fighters.
Yep.
I believe this information had been before extracted from the game, just looking at bits and pieces, but everybody figured, it was some lost bit. But it was actually part of the game. And
yeah,
it's a normal thing. This information is here, and it totally contradicts the common Wing Commander fan idea that Wing Commander 3 takes place in 2669. With the first mention that we all have this very strict Wing Commander timeline in our head. We know Wing Commander 1 is 2654, Wing Commander 2 is 2665, and so on.
And then we fudge the end together to make it all. We kind of, it's like a meatloaf of wing. That did not work out as well as I thought. No, but you know what I mean.
But if you look at the actual source material, very little of the games themselves is about when they take place. Any reference, something you'll see a dateline in Wing Commander 1, but nothing in Wing Commander 3 says what year it is. It's just kind of it's a couple years after the last thing.
Yeah, it just tells you it's 10 years after this event that you don't even know when that kind of occurs, really.
Which is one of those things that fans focus on the insane detail and they figure things out logically. The creator doesn't necessarily care so much.
Yeah. Hey Ben, how long do you think this should happen afterwards?
7. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Put it to print. And then we're trying to make deadline, not ever thinking about it again. Yeah.
So, I'll preface this by saying, yes, of course, there is an official Wing Commander timeline. It has been published many times. It is different from what we're talking about here. But it's something that only ever appeared in the lore manuals. And
it is actually that's a question for you. Is a year ever said by a character in the games?
I can't think
of the two.
In Wing 1 and 2, you had datelines occasionally.
Yeah, but I meant like a character saying, "Hey, it's 26, 54."
And anyway, sort of the odd thing. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, Privateer intro, but again, it's not.
No, again,
it's
funny because it's funny. It made me think like, they never actually. But I mean, I can see that being because XYZ design reasons too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. That's an interesting thing to think about. Now I'm running through my head. You know what? Yes, Wing Commander 1 in the medal ceremony.
Oh, when he said, okay.
Yeah, on or about.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, but that's probably it, huh?
Yeah, and
that's weird.
Yeah, so for fans like us, we have this timeline in our head all the time.
Yep.
But the people writing new stories in the game don't necessarily. They sort of touch on it occasionally and then go off and do their thing. which we kind of saw with Fleet Action. Fleet Action is said to take... If you look at the references in the text itself, they all point to 2666 instead of 2668, which is when the Armada timeline placed it. Mm-hmm. That's because Bill Forstchen, when he got his version of the Bible, it said Wing Commander 2 took place in 2665. So he based all of his novels off of this assumption in terms of time, up until False Colors, where they were actually printed dates and they had to be corrected. But that, I guess with the Wing 3, the adaptations have dates also, but the end run Fleet Action stations are all based on a slightly different understanding of when Wing Commander 2 took place, as are a lot of other references. And it is something that's introduced in a later version of the Wing Commander Bible, where Wing Commander 2 gets specific dates for each missions, and it makes the game last 3 years. It ends in 2667 instead of 2665, which gives rise to this modern timeline that has everything very compressed right there. These novels that are supposed to take several years, they all have to take place in this very brief period. And it also... I remember now what brought this up, which was Privateer. Mm-hmm. We were saying Privateer starts saying 2669, and it's funny because it's the same year as Wing Commander 3. It just seems so different.
Yeah.
And we were thinking, in the minds of developers, that's not necessarily the case. The people making Wing Commander 3 weren't specifically saying it takes place in 2669 up until it got to the manual stage, and they had dates on the email.
Yeah, they had to put stuff in there.
But this lore that's actually in the game, and I wanted to go through it real quick, contradicts that date. So... this one does not. It's the Arrow. And I love it has alternate class names for them. I love when you have an official sounding class name for something and something. It's a medium fighter. Oh, it's actually an atmospheric endojet attack fighter.
Yeah, more specific designation. Yeah, certainly.
So instead of being a light fighter, the Arrow is the light fleet defense fighter. It's just that's fun. Service date May 11, 2660. Architect Kelly Chance Todd, PhD.
Ooh.
Great bit of lore.
Yeah.
So nothing in that one contradicts anything. Hellcat 5, medium interceptor, and we'll talk about this at book club on Saturday. But this is where the designations that the novel used come from. There's such a focus on the Hellcat being an interceptor. Mm-hmm. It's because they had this lore beforehand. So it's medium interceptor, service date September 12, 2669. That's
late.
That's after the Templar ROM is set off, or after. So
there's a Hellcats conspiracy.
We're already days after Wing Commander 3 was supposed to end. I mean, I think the war ends in September, doesn't it? And Architect Garner Industries, which is awesome. Ah. The Thunderbolt.
I have a friend named Garner. How weird.
I have a friend named Thunderbolt.
Oh. Listen, I told you never to tell people my real name.
It's true. It's actually Thunderdaw.
Oh! Ow.
Heavy fighter. December 25, 2665. By the way, I love the idea of lore that the Thunderbolt comes into service
on
the
Christmas
first
Day.
Christmas of Wing Commander 2.
Okay.
The Wing Commander 2, whether you believe 2667 or 2665, it definitely starts in April 2665. So this would have been around the end of the game, or the beginning of the game, depending on how you break it down.
Okay. Oh.
And here's a weird kind of predictive one.
This is your captain speaking. We're experiencing some sudden and extreme turbulence in the timeline.
When I was first the architect for Thunderbolt 7. Hedrick, Haddock, and Roberts Company, which is funny because David Haddock is the lead writer on Star Citizen, and Chris Roberts is Chris Roberts. But they had there's no relation. It's not a reference to him. It's just another Haddock.
Okay,
that's cool.
It's weird that it's like a corporate designer though.
Yeah, it's like an ad company.
Yeah, it's like the committee design. Listen, we really think you need another Thunderbolt. Let's call it the 7. People are gonna love it. Trust me.
It's like a Don Draper thing.
Sure. It is a great jug, though.
So the longbow, torpedo bomber, July 24, 2673. That's after Wing Commander 4 by the timeline we know.
Things are getting shaky in here.
Architect Christina Kiefer, MSD.
Okay.
Excalibur, experimental prototype. And here's the thing where it really tells us that maybe Wing Commander 3 was envisioned to take place 7 years after it was actually did. March 17, 2676, Architect Seraphim Shipyards. And the Excalibur comes online in Wing Commander 3. So there was at some point the idea that Wing Commander 3 took place not in 2669, but in 2676. So many years after Wing Commander 2 rather than very shortly afterwards. And that's really interesting to me. I wish we had found this earlier when we were more obnoxious arguing fanboys.
This would have been really great in like 1999. I really feel like that would have been a fantastic thing.
This is a long. By the way, these are beautiful. We're going to be seeing how
I think
these.
There'd be more brain damage. People would have punched you. This would have,
this
would have just would have like just destroyed the space-time continuum. Like it just no.
I don't want to talk to the me who would have that information.
I remember that you and I remember that me too. And and I remember all of those us. We would no. It would be very weird. We'd be like, remember that time in '99 when you found out those dates? It'd be very awkward walking into your house now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the Afterburner Slideshow is back. As you can see, it is as fascinating as ever. And we'll be afterburning at you some more sometime soon.
Listen to you trying to make taglines left and right.
Hey, you throw a lot at the wall, a couple of them will stick.
That's going
to be my tagline.
Has anything ever stuck on this show? Very little. The Wiggle Train. And it didn't even stick that long. We just remember it. In memoram.
I was actually meant to add the Wiggle Train today. I think I got as far as maybe... Yes, look here. I searched for Wiggle Train.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was trying to find it earlier. And
come on, Ryan. For those who don't recall, Wiggle Train is a... it's the The problem is none of them can see that on
they can see it. They can see the Wiggle Train right now.
Let's see what happens. I'm watching the live. I'm slightly behind. Oh! That's going to freak people out. Yep.
That's the Wiggle Train, everybody.
That's the Wiggle Train. That is the train from Oxford wiggling.
Yeah.
Yep. It was a great bit a long time ago. I like how we have a long time ago. Yeah, what show we been on there?
This is 22, show 22.
Oh, 22. Damn it. 21 for 21, we effed that up. This is 21, and we'll make like Saturday 21 and a half.
Let's go to the space news.
Nothing happened this week.
Well, of course, there's Wing Leader, Howie Day's very awesome project to upscale Wing Commander 1 and maybe add some new missions. He has been working on the flyable Drolthy cockpit, and it is looking fantastic. And here's a video.
I love how your books are in the way, too. I like how it's see-through.
Yeah. I had a video to go over that. So.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, he is doing fantastic work. I don't understand how he's able to do this quickly. It kind of melts my brain thinking about it.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's insanely good. It's so insanely good.
But he's got these purple VDUs for the
getting a little flare.
It looks awesome. Yeah. It looks totally awesome. That's actually just a loop. There's like 10 seconds we were watching this.
Yeah, over and over. Yeah, no, he's done great with the damage on it too, with all the VDUs cracking out. Yeah, it's good stuff.
And in other Howie Day news.
Hey!
The Galaxy Outlaw is out, and it's fantastic.
Howie, it's your day.
If you're interested in a game that really has that privateer feel to it, and many chunks of ground-up privateer, Rebel Galaxy Outlaw is great. It's on computers everywhere in the Epic Store, which is a thing people are supposed to be mad about. I can't bring myself to...
I had to become an Epic person, I guess, yesterday when I purchased it, and it's just a thing.
Oh, let's do a Fortnite at each other.
What? I don't know. What the Listen, I'm gonna slap you. You talk to me like that again, you son of a bitch.
This is a really fascinating one. It's a story from the forums, and all the details are in a CIC post from a couple days ago, but unnamed character, the fellow who has just been absolutely taking apart the original Wing Commander and figuring out how it works.
It's such a great nick, though, as well, where it's like, wait, who? Yeah. It's an unnamed... just tell me his name, you jerk.
So he noticed that he was looking at the palette of Wing Commander 1. Back at that time, when you heard a game with like 256 colors or 16 colors or 4 colors, you would be able to pick out what those colors were with your game and tell the monitor, okay, these are the 256 colors. So today, that's not a thing at all. Palette is much more of an artistic, stylistic decision thing. But at that time, you had to get all the colors you would need in your game at one time into this set. So if you look at Wing Commander 1, there's a lot of browns and greens and dark blues. Not so many, I don't know, bright greens or grays or it looks like a representative, like somebody took a slice of the game, mixed it up, balanced it out, and showed you what it was.
Sure.
Okay. Anyway, he noticed that there was a line of 5 or 6 different shades of magenta, which don't seem like something that would be in Wing Commander 1. And of course, normally you would have one color like that, which would be the invisible, like the invisible GIF we just saw of the Drolthy. The center had some color like that it was told to be invisible.
Okay.
So he noticed there were 5 or 6 shades of it, and what he figured out was that it's the damage effect in Wing Commander 1. You know, you get hit when Wing Commander 1.
Your radar flashes.
Your radar flashes in different places, and your cockpit flashes. So, to know how to do that, to make your radar flash in that pattern, there's a couple different colors of magenta, which the game says, oh, replace this one with red, replace this one with red, replace this one with red.
Yeah.
To come up with that effect. And that's absolutely fascinating problem solving from back then.
Yeah. Genius.
Speaking of geniuses,
whoa!
Defiance Industries has been working on a concept model for how he envisions the Wildcat fighter from Wing Commander Action Stations. Kind of based on the idea that it might be a early prescendant? Is prescendant a word? Prescendant of the Hellcat and the Bearcat.
Yep.
There's a little rapier in there. It also has this kind of It kind of looks like the ships on the cover. It's got that flowy.
Yeah, it's got
like flowy Paul Anderson look.
I was gonna say it's like the flare you see on Cadillacs from like the 50s with the like it's like the back of the Concordia how it has that flare effect like on the tail lights. Yeah, it has that like extra pull where it definitely sets a period on it. That's interesting. Yeah, he's got a very missile heavy. I see.
I think it has to match I think it has a lot of missiles in the book.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
He describes. Try this one. This one. This one.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I think that's. I like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But you're right. I do like that. Whoa!
And last but not least, HG 101 is doing a multi-part series of articles about the making of the Wing Commander series, kind of like a primer to Wing Commander game by game. They put out Wing Commander 1 and Wing Commander 2, and they're fantastic articles. They're really well researched and done, and if you want to slowly but obsessively introduce your friends and coworkers to Wing Commander, it's a good social media share.
There you go.
All right.
How have you... I mean, we've already done that, so...
Yeah.
I learned it from watching you, okay? Hey, more Howie Day.
Yeah, I gotta go out with that. Alright, let's go back to the Tri-System.
Oh, it feels like not the first time.
So, we're getting near the end of these guys.
Are you feeling nostalgic or?
Yeah, we're gonna miss this bit.
No, you're not. You're wondering how are we gonna fill this 30 minutes of the pro? Are you kidding me? We'll have no problem.
No, there would be no problem
whatsoever. Especially when we go back and we redo this and
make it but good.
Not happening.
Well, we'll have a professionally produced music video. So to finish out these segments, we're going to do 2 different ships today, and we're going to do 2 on Saturday. It's going to be great. And today they go together really well because it's the Frage and the Frage Mark II.
I have no joke off the top of my head. Nothing came to me immediately for Frage. Nothing.
Not even...
Oh, God, you're right. I have the pain I feel. That's the one you went to. All right.
So,
is that your nickname for him? Your Nick?
That's what people on the show call him.
Oh, all right.
Frage,
all right.
So the Frage is the ML06 and the ML6A for Variant 1 and Variant 2, which is the highest of the military ship designations. And it's a bit of an exception to the norm in Privateer. Here's the difference, and you can see it's. Look, I intended this cool effect on purpose.
It's a
very slight difference. It's got like a
It's got extra surface area.
Yeah, more prong.
Whoa! This is a family program.
So this is the ML05. I just threw it in there because it goes between the last one we were talking about. This is the Veldor, Chinchilla Veldor.
What a interesting.
Yeah, it looks fun to fly though. I bet it shoots weird.
I like it from the side and from the top, but I actually strongly dislike it from straight on. Like I really dislike that.
It kind of like a hind, like a space hind.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and maybe in
or
space
maybe
combat,
like a patchy. Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
you could see it like coming down to like
like
somebody in a skyscraper or something.
Yes, I could see it in True Lies, the end of True Lies or something. Yeah, the side view is just so weird because it's a siren on top.
It's a weird one.
Well, it's a paint. It's a flare.
Paint.
Well, that's a weird. That's weird.
So anyway, here's the actual. Here's the Frage 1, which is blue, and the 2, which is red.
Okay, I mean I like the red, but I'm not a big fan of the taxi.
But the most exciting thing about the Frage is we actually have lore for this ship.
Been a while.
We find out that because. So the Frage Mark II is the best bar none ship in the game, but it's not available when you first start. And in fact, how you get it is sort of random. You have to read the different news bulletins each day. There are ones that normally tell you, deliver water to this planet. Yep. Occasionally, there are a few of them that unlock new technology. There's one for a shield and one for a missile. And there's this one for the Frage. Okay. So you have to wait to get this random story, and it's something, as soon as you start Privateer 2, you're checking over and over.
Yes, every day, yeah. I had the strategy guide, so I was like, I know that's how I get this thing every day. Nonstop.
So, but you get this little news story delivered to you about how the Ares Systems is building a civilian version of the Frage, which again is great lore because there's not a military ship called the Frage, so there's more out there than we know. Lore, I love it. There's the last part of it. There's the VDU of the Frage.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of the crappiest VDU we've seen. It's not a good one. It's not a good. Well, that I don't mind, but I don't know. It just looks like a blob.
Here is the.
Not feeling the Frage.
This is from the official guide for the Mark 1, and this is the official guide for the Mark 2, which is just it's not even the picture of the 2. It's just
a different paint scheme.
It's this one mirrored. The colors changed, but it doesn't have the prongs in the front. So. We're on to you.
Somebody was half-assing it at the end. That's what I say.
I sure hope somebody got fired for that one.
Yeah, I hope some Frage.
So, as I was saying, this is a fantastic ship, but it's gonna cost you. The base one is $160,000.
Ooh!
The Frage 2 is $200,000.
Ow!
Which is not the most expensive ship in the game. The Danrik, which is available from the start and is comparative but not as good, is $250,000. So part of what you're getting when you unlock it is a discount.
Yes, that's all you care about.
Extremely fast. The base for the Frage Mark 1 is 400 kps and then 720 afterburner, which is very good for Privateer. The Frage 2 is 440, 880, which is beyond anything. You can run from anything, but you don't have to. And similarly, acceleration 66, which is the high end for the game, and then 72, which is unheard of for the Frage 2.
Unheard of.
You
hear that?
Shields are amazing. 1,000 centimeter shields, 1,300 centimeter shields. Armor is very good. 750, 1,100. It's better than any other ship in the game.
It's the ship it's the ship you are immediately running to when you hit play. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Like, this is all you care about in this game. You're getting to here. Yeah.
So for the Frage Mark 1, it's got four gun slots. NPCs get 4 Flux B Mark 2s.
Go flux yourself.
This is a family show, sir. 7 missile slots in both of them. The Mark 1 gets 2 snipes, a Brute Mark 2, a Python, and a Disruptor, and a Banshee.
Surprise.
And 7 to count them, 7 equipment slots, which again, that's really more equipment than you need. But the NPC version has decoys 2, high-X mines, and signal filters.
Sometime I got nothing. Actually, I won't say any jokes. You know where we're going with this.
So, another aspect of not getting the Frage until you unlock it is that it does not randomly appear.
Yep.
So there's not a situation in the game where you will encounter this particular, where you will encounter an NPC Frage.
Yep.
But the official guide still has stats for it.
Oh.
And they're much better than anything else in the game.
I was going to say, this looks insane.
Yeah, we're going to get to fly this in a minute.
Yeah. Okay, because I see what it's doing there, and it's
So unlike the other NPC ships, since this one never gets used for anything, it is maxed the bleep out. 5 Craven Mark IV lasers, the ones you have to find an SOS mission to unlock.
Yep.
Snipe missile, brute missile, python missile, disruptor missile, banshee missile, and hellraiser torpedo. Decoys, the usual NPC stuff, high X mines. They give it a shield generator. They didn't give the shield generator to any other NPC ship.
Okay.
BSE Mark II. That's the BSE you need a news story to unlock.
Yeah.
And signal filter. So this guy's good, and we're gonna get to fly it in just a minute.
That's not good. That's fantastic.
That's very, very.
That's
good.
fantastic. That's just slap people around in the game. Fantastic. And excellent.
You're going to be very disappointed because we're at your favorite part. And,
I know.
So there's only one, and it's a Phrase Mark 1, and it appears there's only one in the database. I'm sorry. I'm just going to
I know.
Go ahead and show it to you. Hey, it's that image.
But at least it has the D-Day stripes. I'm not really a fan of the taxi checker. The checker taxi mark on the other one.
No, I like the D-Day stripes.
Yeah, it's not as good flair.
What if that ends up being unpatriotic? Maybe those are going to be the next invasion stripes, the checkerboard thing.
I would truly hope we. I mean, you never know with our government, but I mean,
so this is
please don't do that.
This is U-130-016F.
That's so bad. I'm not even gonna make fun of it. Nope.
That's like an old IRC name.
I'm not going to make that one. Is so bad. I'm not making fun of it.
Private vessel, 5 years service, licensed, revoked until trial. So.
Yeah, because it's so bad. They were like, nope, not even gonna talk about it. I mean, I don't mind it.
Now,
I fully expect everything on that first line about the wingman to be read, though.
All right,
including that last part, which is very clearly stolen from Dumb and Dumber.
So there's one wingman who flies a Frage, and we're not going to see the Frage 2 again in any of this. There are no missions with Frage 2s. It's just a reward for you.
For you.
So here's the one wingman who flies a Frage, which is Clevis Guts Nugget. Rating reputable, higher 335. And here's what he wants me to read. Quote, "Gonna kick your ass, Seabass."
And everybody knows, if you're old enough, you know who Seabass is. From Dumb and Dumber.
So apparently less.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
So he's just kind of he's like a... Oh no, he's the fat guy. Yes, the fattest pilot ever to achieve AAA status. I don't think so.
That's in his timeline, though. He's in the future, man. But I have a question. Is the weird hook thing part of his helmet or the background?
I think it's the background.
Okay, because I was going to say, that's like a kick-ass lens that flips up or something. It'd be awesome if it did that. But it looks like it's part of that green drapery thing. Oh, I know you.
Yeah, everyone is the one.
Wait a minute, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be here. You should be somewhere else.
So it appears in 4 missions. The CIS Caitlin derelict, in which you are sent to defend a derelict space carrier, CIS carrier.
Yep.
The Papagod are attacking it, and the final wave is 2 Papagod flying Phrases. And again, that makes me extremely hard mission because we saw those stats. They're not Phrase 2 good, but they're still pretty good. There's one of those double cross missions, Arl Schroyer and Lace Daisy, where the first Schroyer hires you to kill this other guy who says his employee is running out on him, and the other guy says, "No, he's a terrible loan shark. Kill him, and I'll pay you." And the right decision is to double cross the first guy. Anyway, the first guy flies a Frage.
Okay.
And then the Tri-System League of Hunters, where you fight like 10 different NPCs one after another. A full 5 of them fly Phrases. Last but not least, Xavier Shandy here. The second Xavier Shandy mission where you are sent to rescue him, he's flying a Frage. So he's a Frage pilot personally. So there you go.
Making it sound like a slur. Frage.
Frage.
You Frage. That just ruins it.
Well, with that, let's take these 2 out. We'll fly them around. And... yeah.
Away we go. Can you believe we're this close?
You mean like as friends?
No, I meant it's just hosts and so physically close to each other.
Oh, okay.
I meant as I meant. Oh, first I just actually scrolled down to make sure that you didn't do something crazy, like put the song twice because we had to sing about the phrase one and like one, do the song once with just the phrase from Mark 1 and then...
Oh, no.
All right, good. Because that
would have been good.
Because then I would have actually turned off the mic and had to slap you around a little bit and, like, cover the camera. So I've been like, why are you doing this to us?
Watch out, Mike.
Well, he knew that Seabass is Cam Neely.
Is that the guy from Star Trek Generations?
Cam Neely?
Maybe.
All right. Look how
right.
fast you're. I'm gonna get seasick. You're spinning so fast.
Yep. Okay, let's go to nav point 138.
Destination selected.
Good year.
No, there's something
Friends.
out there, yeah.
Friends. Let's see.
Missile
They don't care about you. They're busy with somebody else.
I think.
But you have a lot of friends up.
Notice the DOSBox version slows significantly when you have a planet in the screen. And I bet there's a very interesting programming reason for that. And I would love to know what it is.
Probably having.
That was a pretty good night blowing up a space taco. I'm not gonna lie. Where I go, death follows.
Involve 3D exploders.
Missile locked.
But it wasn't something that was reflected at the time. If I were running this on a 486 or a Pentium,
Yeah, no, just score it up.
yeah, we wouldn't have that slowdown. So it seems to be something that's introduced
Incoming missile.
through the use of magic.
Shield critical.
Oh, wow. Well,
There were like a million pirates, probably because it's such a valuable ship.
well,
Let's check out the
you
two.
know what excuses are?
No, I
They're the leaning posts of failure.
was that in a cookie?
Nah, it's one of my friend who actually turned out to be a failure. Used to say a lot, which is kind of funny. So I always remember now.
Destination selected.
Love you, buddy. Oh!
Guarantees that
Thank you.
Whoa, look at the
Look at
pepper
this.
outside.
Hello! Open. Those could be funny now if, like, people just keep killing all the pirates before you can get there. Look at that. Look, that is what you want to have.
Yeah, that's...
Just Craven Mark 4's ripping all day. That was different.
Yeah, I just took much damage there.
I was
So
gonna say, yeah, when you're getting shot
you
by
do
somebody
have to
else,
try. No, I was just that guy was shooting at my friend.
Guns overheating.
So it's like when you first get the BFG. Here's that thing you hate. Oh no, actually, this is a different one. That's,
that was a different one, but that was
it's very similar.
Very similar paint scheme. Bright, colorful, but not enough to sell me on it, though. Close, though.
You know, one thing that always bugged me about Privateer 2 was the targeting thing. It's not unique. I wish they had the little blue representation that shows Heretic.
Yeah, no, yeah, it should reflect the ship you're targeting 100%.
Yeah,
but they give you the extreme left.
Yeah, you do have one.
What the hell are you doing?
I wanted to show. I never got to do the.
Oh,
spin around,
yeah.
so
Sorry, no, it's all good. I was like, who do you think you're fooling? I saw you die twice. Yeah, you should show them off.
Yeah. So here for the sun, there's the one.
Not bad. I like the shape. A little like clunky in places though. It just seems like it's got extra. Frame rate's fine here.
Yeah. It's only when in your view one of the planets appears.
Yes. When the planet shows up,
Incoming missile.
That's the range.
Shield impact.
It doesn't really work, huh?
Not at all. I'm not even sure what
Although
you're trying to
Mike
do.
said that it was, he believes that it's actually probably pronounced Frey,
Frey?
just like
Okay.
Frey.
All right.
Like our friendship is fraying doing this program every week. Like the Norse god. I have no idea what that means. I don't know, but I'm assuming he's probably right, given our track record.
Isn't the Norse god Freya?
I don't know. Yes, yeah, Freya.
And I know this because I was working on the
Oh,
privateer
I should have read.
segment,
I
so-
should have kept reading. It says Freya. No, so maybe not. But who knows? Well, now we've spoken with everybody, though.
You're actually going to see the Norse goddess Freya in one of our next episodes where we talk about the privateer systems. She's the god of like all the possible lady things, and she rides in a chariot pulled by cats. So good stuff's coming.
All right, let me scroll. This is oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, we got a little song to sing.
we got almost a scroller, but thankfully I know that first verse.
Shall we?
Whoa, that's a lot better than normal. I'll use that from now on. That's awesome.
Worst drummer I ever had. Oh, Privateer 2's got a lot of spaceships.
Privateer 2's got a lot of spaceships.
Privateer 2's got a lot of spaceships. Early in the morning. Nimble dresses fly for everybody.
Nimble dresses fly for everybody. Nimble dresses fly for everybody.
Early in the morning. Heretics right there on the box, boys.
Heretics right there on the box, boys. Heretics right there on the box, boys.
Early in the morning. The Feldari's not a drothy.
The Feldari's not a drothy. The Feldari's not a drothy.
Early in the morning.
I got this ridiculous one.
Know the Feldari to buy its wing holes.
Know the Feldari to buy its wing holes. Know the Feldari to buy its wing holes.
Early in the morning. The first phrase got those big blue pylons.
Ooh. The first phrase got those big blue pylons.
The first phrase got those big blue pylons. Early in the morning.
That was tough.
Rage Mark 2's the one you pray for.
Rage Mark 2's the one you pray for. Rage Mark 2's the one you pray for.
Early in the morning. Ah, woo! Give me a sound of clapping. All right, here we go.
I'm-
There we go. Oh my gosh, they look so good. Just two more. Those two are the KN series, the like executive elite edition ships. We're gonna be talking about both of them on Saturday. Assuming I don't run myself mad writing the segments for these. So.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of concerned how long. Like, it's going to be several scrolls to sing this ditty.
But you know, we're gonna have some friends with us. So.
We are. I'm going to make sure to bring plenty of beer, because I imagine they might need some more lubrication than we normally do.
I got a vat of goo out there. All right, everybody. Now for the very big show. It's not even a thing, is it? Time for some privateer.
Da-da-da-da.
So last time we earned quite a few credits. This time we're going to do a bunch of plot missions. We're going to get really close to the end so that at the birthday party we can do the last mission. So
Yes.
we're going to go break that blockade in the Payland system. We're going to do some exploring. It's going to be a good night. And it all starts right now.
Here we go.
Right now.
Dropping in.
It's happening.
If you
As
can
soon
minimize,
as I can find the window.
as soon as you can minimize Discord to find the icon and that you've placed in the center of your screen, which
Yes.
seemed so smart at the time, but not so much now. Although, you know, it's kind of weird. I noticed when you were just kind of grinding, it almost felt like it took longer for you to earn credits than when, like, we're sitting here for 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, we do earn a fair number of credits.
It felt kind of weird where I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, you know, we watched it for a while, but, like, and he's pounding away, but I feel like we somehow... I believe you... Oh, maybe you didn't. Because your gun's all fudged up.
Yes. Preparing. Why am I wasting
You-
money?
you-
And
you-
I gotta save 181 credits. To repair the armor.
Okay.
Okay, let's get some missiles. I'm guessing some missiles. So we are headed to the Payland system.
Chris, you'll see it in person, though. Up close, on the screens, live. Chris was saying you can't see it.
Oh, okay.
I was just letting him know he'll be right here seeing it before it goes out to the entire world. It's a big deal.
Alright, how do we get to Payland? Practice, practice,
You
practice.
go to Alaska, I think. Oh.
Alright, so we want to get up to Tingerhoff and into Perry.
Huge in Japan.
So, New Detroit, Perry, Tingerhoff, Palin.
Yeah, that's where we go. That's where we go. Oh, look at that. We had the rare other ship float in during the autopilot. I believe that was a demon.
Did look like a demon. I thought Paradigm for a second, but I definitely demon.
Yep, on second review on the stream on the screen.
So, and as always, we're happy to chat with the chat while we privateer.
Prepare to be searched.
If you have any questions
Maintain
or
speed and
I'll be
course.
watching it live.
threats or...
Or general comments.
No contraband detected.
We will file
You may
away.
proceed.
What's interesting is that we, at 1 million credits, you're still about what? Because you did the calculations, it was what, 2 million or 3 million for everything?
So it's... If I want to get a Centurion with all fusion cannons, all 6 fusion cannons, it's a hair over 1.6 million. And then you want another 200,000 to have everybody be friends with you. But you don't really need that. So we will do another weekend stream at some point and make another 600,000 or so. Tingerhoff.
What's interesting, it's funny because I've never, whenever I play, I always just get the
Maintain
4
speed and
tacks.
course for
I
contraband
don't go to the
search.
fusion
Oh,
cannon.
I like the
contraband
fusion cannons.
I always, because I
May
just think of how
proceed.
plasma guns are.
No, they're not like plasma guns. They're like stealth tech guns.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I see that now. Because, yeah, I mean, before we had talked about it, I was like, why did you want to do it? Like, I just assumed they were just like plasma guns.
No,
which
they're
are-
worth it.
Which plasma are okay, but they're not great in this. It's, you have to be a little bit more cautious to get through fire. Was Origin in love with Turkey in 1994? Was there a lot of Turks working at the old Origin office? I have a very good friend who's a Turk.
Well, I think it might have just been kind of an early '90s thing.
I feel like it's also the tip of the spear for kind of NATO Warsaw Pact.
Yeah, it seemed much more of like a high-profile thing at the time. He's asking because, of course, there's Turkish stuff in this, and
Strike Commander.
Strike Commander takes place in Turkey.
Yeah. I mean, in that era, I'm not sure what was going on in terms of Turkish politics.
Why
Maybe
did I
it was-
jump to the Nexus system? That's a good question.
I don't know. I saw you had Palin. I saw you highlight Palin.
Well, I got confused. Don't fly confused, folks. Nope. I see. It stopped me at the middle nav point, and I didn't think to notice.
Oh, because there's people there. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
okay.
Your distance.
I see why I stupid.
Hey, no smile, though. Tonight's program is brought to you by Communications. Communications. We're not happening very well. I think something has moved itself since several shows ago. I was in contact with the movie poster.
No.
I felt, no, I don't know what you just did. I heard it that removed. We'll take care of all of this. It's just the construction of the bigger studio. Extra room. Yep. Yes, Saturday will be very interesting here. We will have a number of very old Wing Commander fans, both in terms of our actual age and
All Wing Commander fans are very old, except
That's
Scout.
true. That's true. I guess if you think about it that way, that's true. Or, well, you have a lot of a group of people that have known each other for a considerably long time directly because of Wing Commander. How about that?
You know, I was gonna just go to Basra and start the plot. Let me show you what happens if you were playing this for the first time. Well, I made one mistake, which was flying through Disaster Field. But if you were just playing this for the first time, you were leaving Oxford, and it tells you to go find Monkhouse on this particular planet, the Palan system. But it's not Basra, it is the one that all the privateers have been mentioning the blockade around. So what happens when you just try to go to...
Don't be silly, though. What happens if you try to fly right in there? Are you saying you actually encounter a blockade?
I believe we shall. And we can break that blockade. We've broken blockades before. But will it matter? Find out.
you go. Anyways, yeah, thanks for stomping on my big marketees there.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I
Nothing.
was talking about how there was
Your
like
death is my
the
gain.
people that'll be here. That we have known each other for a long time. We are old friends because of Commander, as opposed to being old Commander fans.
Oh, yes.
I was spinning what I had done before to make it more palpable.
So there's six
entering
demons
an
protecting this
automatic
planet, but I can run by them like you could at any planet.
Like,
And let's go
and-
talk to scientist.
Yeah.
Not the ship dealer.
Nope.
The bar. Hey, Dr.
Hey,
Monkhouse.
what's up,
Dr.
Dr.
Monkhouse,
Monk? Where
I
you been,
presume.
my friend?
Yes, you do.
Look, I'm not going to
Great.
try to hit on you
I
because...
wish to be alone.
Well,
Sorry, Doc, but I didn't run the blockade just to be treated like a vacuum salesman. I need a favor. I understand you're an expert on alien antiquities.
oh,
That I am, but my consulting price is currently transportation off this rock.
Say no more. Climb into my ship and we're out of here.
Heavens no, not while the blockade
Heavens,
is
no.
in effect. I shall sit tight until that unfortunate situation is ended. Should you wish to facilitate that circumstance, head for Basra. From what I
for Basra,
understand, the
there we
resistance
go.
is centered there.
Basra, huh? All right, I'll look into it.
You do that.
that is an
I'll
interesting
be right
fact
here
that people
waiting.
use Iran and Basra is in Iraq. The Iran-Iraq War would have been over a bit, and then, of course, at this point, Desert Storm would have been over for a few years.
But you know, I feel like Basra did not become such a
Until the second-
household name until the second Iraq War.
Sweet, sweet taste of that music. Don't.
Now I have to run from mercenaries.
Yep.
Oh, but looks like they nope, they chase me.
Yeah, they chase. I forget when they give up. They do eventually. Nope, there they are. They gave up.
No,
Nope. Oh. I don't know what he did. Yeah, that was weird. Nope. Let's see, maybe he's afterburner? Nope, now he's giving up.
no.
Nope. His after. Wow. Okay. No, this evening we have no financial goal. It is more of a placement goal.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Lee
through
Hall
more
was
of the
asking if
story.
the goal was 2.2 mil. No, we're just trying to get to the end of the story so that we complete the exploratory service missions and are just ready to do Admiral Terrell. And I believe the youngest one, Commander, he just recently finished Righteous Fire the other day.
I saw that.
Which is interesting because Righteous Fire is a bit different because it has, I guess, a slight open worldness to it if you can do those missions.
Yeah,
Different
there's
fixers.
some. You can pick missions. Don't have to be done in order as much.
Mm-hmm.
There's some missions you can skip. It's a little bit more of a tree.
Yeah. Which also makes it kind of confusing at first because you're like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, where the hell's everybody? And you kind of figure out, oh, wait a minute, people are where they were. And you don't think about that right off the bat. Running. This is the probably run from mercenaries.
But I wanted everybody to see that you could go and talk to Dr. Monkhouse, and I stand by this decision.
No, you cannot go directly to Eden at the beginning of Righteous Fire.
No, it's just not there yet.
Yeah, it's just not unlocked yet.
Same with Delta Prime and so on in this game.
Delta Prime, I've never heard of it. I'm sorry, you need to talk to me in the context of this moment. There is no Delta Prime, sir. You haven't met the person you're seeking.
How about that new 90210, huh?
Something else. Something else. Yep.
Now entering an automatic land.
Fire base we got going here.
It's a lady.
Whoa,
You here
oh, that
to
means
find
there's going to be
Find
sexual
out for
advances.
what, miss?
Because that's what Grayson
Myth,
Burroughs
nothing.
does.
The name Lynn Murphy.
Although Lynn Murphy
I go
looks like
by
she'd probably
Murphy.
snap his head off.
Fine, Murphy. Look,
She does.
all I want is to get down to Palin. I'm looking for an old friend, and I can't get through.
Join the club. You get to cool your heels with the rest of us on Basra a while. Bronte Corporation has thrown up a blockade around Palin. Tough luck.
Bronte Corporation,
could
the
turn a
company that
nice
made Little
profit
Women.
if you're smart. There's 2 corporations in the Palin system, Rondell and Bronte. Bronte is responsible for the blockade. They want to block Rondell food exports, while kicking up their own to fill the void, stealing Rondell's market share. I'm organizing the resistance for Rondell from this base.
Now this
Hi,
stuff, which is all over Strike
My
Commander and
reasons for
Privateer,
wanting
the
to get down
corporate
to
battles,
pay
that is super 1980s.
Sure, but you'll never break the blockade.
Yeah, the hostile
Smart enough.
takeovers.
Yeah.
That's somebody's
Why,
seen too
boy?
many.
I'm a
or seen
privateer.
Wall Street too many times.
Privateer, is it? Why not sign on? The money's good. This next mission, an intercept operation, pays 15,000.
Can you believe how stupid this
Interested?
story is? Blockading a planet in space for some sort of business
Hey, if
reason.
I'm gonna bang up against that blockade, might as well get paid for
Just
it.
like how
Good.
Exxon
I got a
blockaded
mission
Alaska
right now.
over.
We've traced
I was thinking of a
several
more
junks
science
in
fiction
They're
example.
Merc ships coming to reinforce the Bronte blockade. I want you to intercept them at Nav 1 of the Palin system and prevent them
What?
from joining the
Being
main
dumb and
group
not realizing
by
what it
any
is?
means
Star Wars, The
necessary.
Phantom Menace.
Oh,
You
that's
don't look like the
that's
type to
right.
use euphemisms.
Negotiation. Well, you know,
Just
sometimes
trying
we
to
just
spare
block
you,
out
eh?
things we don't enjoy.
You look like the squeamish type to me.
So you don't
Yeah?
remember Pearl
Guess
Harbor?
You've never seen a real man up
Yes,
close.
I do
I could
not.
arrange it if you like.
We've
Sure.
had this discussion
if
right
one
before
comes
the
by,
stream.
let me know.
And I tried
Just
to,
stop those
talk myself
reinforcements
and
and meet
walk
me back
myself
here
back
afterwards.
from the edge
Without
of
the
anger,
cheap come-ons,
and you've done
got
it
it?
again.
Murphy, you're all heart.
She does not take his shit. Shoot.
Poop. Yeah.
These missions are always problematic for me because usually when I play through, I do enough damage to anger the mercenaries, and that's never fun.
Yeah, that's never good.
So sometimes you have to do a little bit of cat killing after this to make up
Cat
for it.
scratch fever.
It's really a handsome spaceship. I don't say that enough.
No, we've said that plenty of times. I think actually we do. It is. It looks like a very good mercenary ship, though, like a medium interceptor, if you will.
We should do a bit about these monster fighters. Like, is this related to the scimitar? Maybe. I think you could make a strong argument that Super Wing Commander is not set in the universe of Wing Commander 1, but is actually set in the universe of Privateer of Super Wing Commander. The Salty are the same, the Drawlty are the same.
Sure. That sounds like a great spin-off that you've done there. I feel like we want, we want our tree coming back together, not branching.
Hey man, all trees are beautiful.
I see where you're going.
Except the Portugal stink tree.
Yes, it's notorious for its giant stinking leaves, as possible.
We added a giant tree to our family here over the weekend.
You added a jungle.
Yes, so
Hey,
we
living
went
room
to
jungle.
it was Allie's birthday over the weekend, and we went up to Pennsylvania.
August, good month.
Yeah, 9 months before August. Everybody's.
Yep.
Anyway,
It's, I believe that would be Christmas time, if you're curious about the math.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see how that works?
Okay.
See how that works? Yeah. Yeah, well,
Alright.
you conceived, huh? Jesus is
April.
mine.
Oh, I know. I was. You're not gonna beat me for Jesus-related births. I was born on Easter.
So?
It changes every year, but I was born on the actual.
That sounds like instead that somebody was having a little fall fun as opposed to loving.
It was Maryland. It's too hot to know somewhere.
Yes, I love the glass. How do you like it there? It's never been inside. Politely. It's been very warm lately. Oh, come on. What are you doing?
Missing.
Yeah, you trying to paint his underside there or what?
I do like when I get them all red.
Like, you got a warning shot here over the back.
A lot of these guys eject.
Jerks. That's because they want you to make them slaves. I'm a slave.
No, haven't cleared the nav point yet.
Nope.
You have to kill quite a few mercenaries.
Well, listen, that's their job. That's sometimes you're the hunted, and sometimes you're the hunter.
It
And
can't
well, in
end
this
like
case,
this.
they're dead. But they do all eject, so maybe you can like rescue them and release them. I don't really know
Oh,
what the plan is.
yeah, I've heard that trick before. I can rescue them and sell them as slaves. The game allows me to do that.
There you go. Well,
I cannot actually save their lives.
Oh, this is not good.
Take that, the Terminator.
watch that.
Sex scene's a lot more awkward than you remember.
It's and then the fact how much they play up the fact that it's not just a sex scene, but a conception scene.
Yeah. Alright, there's a mission down.
Yep.
Anybody out there in TV land?
No, we've got
Now entering an
response to
automatic
our
landing.
chit-chatter.
Okay.
Response to our chit-chatter.
Scratch one set of reinforcements, Lynn.
Make it, Murphy. Only my close friends call me Lynn.
And how do I go about getting close to you?
I'm a sucker for love letters. Posted from Kilra.
Geez, you must have a lot of company.
No, and I like it that way. Now listen up. We've received a tip that a large scout patrol is approaching our base. They're probably just looking for the first reinforcement wing. But if they come across this base, they'll destroy it. We're not equipped to deal with an assault.
I can handle that patrol, no sweat. Where do I find them?
They're currently sweeping the Palin system.
Beer.
Intercept and eliminate the reinforcements at Nav 1, assuming you can.
Like I said, don't sweat it. I'll handle things on my end. It's your end I'm concerned with.
Again with the cheap come on. How about a
Privateer's
fat
kind of like
mister?
Leisure Suit Larry, but also you get to
Lighten
kill
up. I only
people.
meant for you to have the money when I get back. I like you, Murphy.
With
but
it,
you
yeah,
ain't keeping
okay.
me up night.
I can see what you're
At
saying.
last, we have something in
I see what
common.
you're saying. I can see what you're saying.
Alright, let's do roughly the same mission again.
Yep, that's one kind of crappy part about this part. And then they reward you by sending you into the wonderful free space of unexplored territory.
There, you can see we have one of the skybox objects.
So we have one of our kills. That's true. That's very true.
You're about to suck void, buddy.
God.
Just burning away. Burning the night away.
Here's that wing of more demons. In fact, I think they only ever fly demons. You never get like Centurions or
Yeah.
Galaxies for some reason.
Or Orions. Crazy Orions sucks. I like how you just thought about doing it. You just trying to talk him out of there for a second?
No,
Bitch,
what I was doing is actually stupider than that. So my right hand is on my stick, and my left hand, which would normally be my throttle, is on the left side of my keyboard. And instead of moving my hand over to the VDU switching thing on the right side, I knew that if I communicated with him,
Oh, it's switch it?
then it would switch it to the targeting game, which is what I wanted to do.
I gotcha.
So you learn your machine, and you have these
I
pointless
see.
shortcuts like that.
I see. I understand. I understand.
Just proof that the Centurion and I
Are
one. Yeah.
Your
we're-
extension of the other?
yeah.
will leave you.
Alright, I can do this. Sorry, Chad, I can't see you right now, but I would answer your questions if I could. He hides so much from me. Oh wait, there's a Centurion. I'm wrong! Making me look like an idiot, aren't ya? No, I enjoyed learning when I'm wrong. Like, there's just something very appealing of oh, I didn't know that before.
No.
And now you do. And it slightly changes your perception of the universe. Even in some pointless little way like this. I bet this battle looks spectacularly cool from, you got like a cinematic version of it with one Centurion pounding a couple of others.
No, it can't end like this. Oh, this is not good. Hey, what can I say? I'm a professional.
Changed opinions fast. And now he's dead. Gosh, there's 4 of them? Don't have good situational awareness.
How goes the war against... Oh, yes, I heard you saying that something maybe we can do.
Yeah, I was wrong. There are... You do fight Centurions.
Well, that's because we just got, what's that right? Cocky. Tonight's program not sponsored by UFO, but is appropriately titled Alcoholic Beverage, I will say. UFO White. Crisp, light-bodied, and brewed with orange peel and coriander. One day we'll have to do a Beck's Beer segment. We'll have to do a Beck's Beer commercial. We'll have to get a
what would that be?
We'll have to get like a keg or something. I don't know. We'll figure something.
We'll need like robes. We'll need like monks' robes.
Yes, and like a barrel of some kind that we can put like a keg in or a cask in, or like welcome to the holy mead.
I'm down for this one.
Yep.
We did buy a costume for a future tag.
Well, no. Say we bought costumes. Costumes. We have multiple things. Because I think like the two things, like the things we can like put those together for this time, even though they're going to be used for different purposes later on.
I heard you waxed the patrol. Not too bad.
Because I don't think the thing that you
That's
like
the
the
closest
first thing
thing
we
to a
like, I'll get the
compliment
other
you've
thing,
ever
'cause
given me.
that's just not
Getting
fair.
sentimental in your golden years, Murphy?
That's good for the
If I
thing we
came
want
on to
for.
you
We're
in
not
my
doing.
golden years, it would
I like how we
be
sound like the
sentiment.
Corleones here.
It'd be senility. Now listen up. Our attacks on Bronte's
thought
reinforcements
about
have finally
buying
weakened the
the
blockade.
Napoleon vodka the
They're
other day. I
running
was
low
like,
on
no, it's
fuel,
gonna be too
food,
gross. I'm just
patience,
gonna
you name it.
make
It's
what
time to make the
happens
big
when
push
we
and
do
break
this.
the blockade.
But I
If
did
you'll
think
throw
about
in,
it for
I
half
can
a second.
provide a force of 2 militia talons for your wing.
The crazy
We'll
thing
pay you
was I looked at the
15,000 credits when
We
you
kept like
return
walking
here.
in front of me.
You
She's like,
in?
sorry, sugar, and I'm like, you're very clearly
I
trying
can't
to get me
speak
to
for
speak to you.
everyone,
I have
but
no desire to do so.
I like kicking a guy
I'm
when
not
he's
gonna talk to you about
down.
alcohol.
Then you'll
Just
start right away
booze.
before more reinforcements jump in.
And actually, we should tell
This'll be a
people we're
tough
sitting here
one.
doing that.
The
We
blockade
so
is
we have
holding at
entered in our
NAV4
Tom Hanks
Palin
Club.
system in
Oh, yes, we're at
Our-
a low point.
If
We
you
are
make
not
it
even
through,
it's not even a
pick
low
up your
point. It's
friend
just
and
like
return here for your pay.
boring.
About my pay?
Like we're at
That
the
I
most
might leave
boring
without saying
and
goodbye.
Believe
so
me, if you're
in our
left without
Tom Hanks
saying
Club, we've
hello,
established a system
I'd
where
be
we
delighted.
are allowed to
You're
veto
one tough
movies,
broad, Murphy.
and we've
Why?
discovered that we're too
That's the
trusting
nicest
of
thing you've
recent
ever
Tom
said to
Hanks
me.
and don't take enough time to think about old Tom Hanks because we've looking back, The Man with One Red Shoe, horrifically bad. And by like horrifically bad, what I mean is that it's just 2 hours that go by, and at the end you feel no different because nothing has really happened to you. On Tuesday we watched Volunteers and The Money Pit. Well, Volunteers is, attempted to be held up by John Candy's Tom Tuttle from Tacoma. It is really not enough.
No, so these two did not hold up at all.
No, I mean,
unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Tuttle is really like if you're from Washington State, like Washington State University, he is just like the fans today. And that's about the only kind of funny, redeeming thing. The Money Pit, I mean, I laughed at because the ridiculous, stupid ways they're like, hey, how do we make this house keep falling apart? And it's 2 hours in, and everything's falling apart. And you're like, why is this still happening? Like, shouldn't this happen in a montage in like 5 minutes? Not.
Yeah, just not a great one. Shelley Long is kind of insufferable.
Kind of insufferable. No, she's insufferable.
But you know, I don't know if it's even her fault. It's just you see Diane, and you're like,
Yeah. Yes, you assume you want her to be Diane from Cheers. Yes.
I don't even know if it's want. It's just she is.
Yeah, it's true.
Which I guess is also what happened with her career.
Yes.
So it's probably wrong of me to say that.
Yes. But no, she's the ex-wife on Modern Family.
Is she?
The grandma, the ex-wife. I don't know which.
I've never seen a Modern Family.
Oh, I know she's Al Bundy. I want to say she's Al Bundy's friend.
In my experience with the Modern Family, it was one of those things where my grandma called me and said, you have to watch this. I don't have to watch that.
I've seen a handful enough to know the very basics, and I understand that. And Al Bundy likes boobs, so it's kind of like this boobs.
Did he like boobs though? It felt like he never.
Yes, he did. He definitely liked. Yes, I believe he was a big fan of the drugs. Now, looking back though, if you think about it, Al Bundy actually had a great life. He just squandered it.
Oh no, I agree.
He had a wife that constantly wanted to have sex with him. Mm-hmm. He had kids that basically wanted to leave him alone.
Whoa.
Or kind of wanted to. Yeah, you just got smacked in the face.
Like a missile hit real close.
Yeah.
Forward missile hit.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, no significant damage, but it really knocked me around.
Yeah, that was. I think that was it. Apparently, it was not like your thoughts on Mr. Bundy.
No, I was saying I actually didn't watch Married with Children when I was a kid. It was on that trashy Fox network.
It's funny. A fair amount of it holds up, but I mean, a lot of it is also you're immediately like, yeah, this is definitely pretty early 90s. But yeah, so the Money Pit and Volunteers.
Yeah.
Not recommended.
No, we're gonna censure both of those.
Yep. I mean, there was. I'm trying to think. Like, sometimes there's like a line or two, but not even. This is Tom Tuttle from Tacoma, which isn't Tuttle. It was like Splash, where when John Candy was on screen, it helped a considerable amount, but not like he still was not enough. I mean, I do love his. He's very forced. He's pretty funny. I mean, John Candy's. I just love John Candy, so like he's funny, whatever. But the rest of the movie just dragged it so much. Money is power. I thought opium was power. Money is money. What is power? Pleasure is my business. And he had sumo wrestlers as his bodyguard without guns and moving no sense.
One conversation I remember people having in like 1993 about Privateer on the Usenet and chat was
that Tom Tuttle?
No, they didn't like that there were these missions where you were forced to kill women, and that just occurred to me as she started her comm as her ship exploded. It does seem as kind of hard for the point.
That's funny,
but it's not something you even think about today. Today you would go on GTA and gun down 1 million people. But
I didn't know. At the time, I don't think I thought of it either. I think I thought of it more from perhaps because my dad used to watch like Star Trek and extra. Like you thought of it as well in the future, women are equals in all aspects of life, so they're going to be in combat just like anybody else.
Yeah,
I feel like that's because what I'm thinking. Like now you said that, like I think about it. I think if anything, I probably thought, oh wow, the future, like women do this, but not as like I can't kill a girl. It was like. It's you.
Yeah, I don't think you even noticed it today in a game. But
no, I mean, I don't even think I noticed it then. I just thought, woman, you my way. I want money.
Ah, Dr. Monkhouse. I'm glad to see you.
I wish I could say the same. I am not receiving visitors right now, young man. I wish to be alone.
Sorry, Doc, but I didn't run the blockade to take no for an answer. Listen, I have this alien artifact, and I...
Don't speak to me about extraterrestrial artifacts. I'm sick of them.
We also
I
missed a
nearly
very,
got killed here
pink
because of my work.
sunset today.
You've heard
Yes.
of this stealth tech?
Yeah, I know.
Well, suffice it to say, I recovered an interesting piece of stealth tech manufacture. A piece which interested certain corrupt corporate interests who shall
And
be
yeah,
nameless.
Chris Reed is right. Today you
All
play
I
as
need is a
woman
libel
in
suit on top
RGO.
of everything else. Who
It's
are
weird for me to say
you?
RGO because it
Just
makes
a
me think of
curious
REO
privateer.
Speedwagon for some reason.
Well, listen, I was
Like, I feel like that's what I wanna say, even
Seems like a personal problem.
It probably is, you
And
know.
then I was
probably
nearly
is.
killed in last month's bombing attack.
Probably is.
Thank God my kidnappers were buried beneath the rubble of the interrogation compound.
And what happened to
You
your
hear? You must have
artifact?
heard it.
Never you mind about my artifact. What do you want of me?
I have an artifact of my own. I want you to tell me what it is.
I'd consider it in exchange for transportation off-world. If you'll fly me to Basra Refinery Base in the Palin system, I'll help you solve this puzzle.
Basra Refinery Base? It's not exactly vacation central. Why go there?
It's the nearest base, and I detest space travel in cramped quarters. I'll charter a luxury liner back to civilization later.
There's
I
good
will
lore.
pay you
There's luxury liners. You don't
5,000
see them, but they're out
credits
there.
towards your expenses.
Luxury
Have
liner
we
will
a
take it from
bargain?
Basra back to Soul Sector. All
Well,
right.
we do
Okay,
see
Doc.
cruise
I'll
liners
get you
later
off this
in,
rock
Secret
and
Ops,
fly
yeah.
to Basra.
which I always
But
thought was
once we hit Basra,
a thing that kind of
you
is.
better prove you were worth
You don't
the
really
trouble.
think about it or appreciate it, but it's a
Meet me in
very
the bar
cool
on
thing to
Basra
see in
for
game,
your
though, that
payment
you have
and
these
your analysis.
gigantic cruise ships
Most
that are going into
assuredly.
systems.
Yes,
and
I
things
can't
like
tell
that.
you about
One
your
thing
find.
that Chris Roberts
No
did in
one
Wing
can.
Commander 4 that's just absolutely wonderful is he used the missions to start building out the game world. So if you notice, like the first few missions of Wing Commander 4, there's all sorts of stuff happening around you. You know, there's a comm relay, there's a jump buoy, there's another patrol doing something. There's this like living universe sense to it, and it's compared to what we do today. It's very simplistic, but it's beautiful touches that really stand out.
Yeah, especially then when you had the novels that mentioned some of those same things like jump buoys and relays as well. And you're like, you made the connection to the individual world. Certainly.
Your death will
Yes, it can be interesting kind of jumping away from Force Gen for a bit here.
What, the novels?
Yeah, well, 3, yeah.
Well, it's still a Fortune novel.
It's Force Gen-esque, but
We'll
we
talk
have-
about what that means.
Yeah, but we have our good former maker.
Absent friend.
Yes,
We'll have to have a toast for him on that show.
We will. That's true. Yeah, we'll have to dig up the old stuff because that's the story of how he entered into the Wing Commander universe is a weird one because of all the first things to find, he found my website, which was not good at all. But he was a very, very nice man. But we'll save that for Saturday. I really hope some animal eats that goddamn cricket outside the window.
We call him Richards here.
Oh, like the main character in Running Man, Ben Richards.
Sure. We don't watch The Running Man so much here.
I've seen, well, it's actually thankfully moved off both Showtime and HTNC. Although I see, I am watching Nightcrawler. I actually want to see it now. I don't watch it. I think it's a fantastic movie, but I don't watch it. I feel like it's a movie that's slipping the radar that actually is really good.
And if you missed those comms, these are actually Karate who are after Dr. Monkhouse specifically. And they were threatening me at the start.
One of these days we'll have to use like both headphone jacks. So I also do this.
Yeah, that's
Even though we
really
never
easy
do
to
this. Yeah, no, I feel like at the first we were like, we don't want to do that because we don't want to wear headphones, remember?
Yeah.
We were starting, so we both were like, no, I don't want to have to wear headphones to hear myself unless I have to. And then we've kind of just only used it for book club. I don't want to lean close to you to share your You know what that's not?
Not a Faldari.
That's right. Hey, it's not the Faldari. It's a Draldi.
See, Seriously, can you imagine me back at the start of this game taking on 6 Kilrathi ships without really breaking out in a sweat?
No, because I remember when you took that one Kilrathi mission and
It was stuck there.
yes,
So we cheesed it with missiles. Yeah.
that's right. When we were in Troy at the beginning and you screwed it. Yep, it was bad. That was like 2. Making our way through Payload.
And your one slight thing that's going to make our
Die by the very weapon.
our lives easier once it comes to Righteous Fires. You know, we'll make another 100,000 credits or so as we
Yep.
we finish this plot.
Bum bum bum. Greetings, salutations.
Now entering an automatic landing.
We got a lot of exterior noise this evening. A lot of people, wild people on the street in Rockville. Walking out of Rockville.
Shouldn't hear the streets. They're on the other side. We're facing the backyard.
No, I think that was somebody in the not library building apartments.
Oh.
I think that's what that was.
Just
No
like I
drunk people
promised,
today.
I've come back for my pay.
Just some guy in the back
And
corner drinking by
anything
himself.
else you'd like to give me?
I never considered a swift kick in the butt an incentive, but have it your way.
Cute. Give me my money before I get all mushy on you.
Here it is. Did you find your friend?
Uh-huh. He's waiting at the next table.
Then goodbye, and take care of yourself.
Why, there's the doctor.
That was truly an exciting ride. Thank you for
I'm
getting
sorry, I
me
only
here
see
in
2 people
one
at that
piece.
table. This is just
I've
the strangest
examined your
two-person table of all time.
artifact. A very interesting piece you have there, young man. Especially since I have one almost exactly like it. Ironically, it's the very piece that my kidnappers were interested in.
Then you know what it is?
Ah, yes. You said you
There's
knew
not a
nothing
whole lot
of the
random
stealth
people
tech.
just to click on,
Well,
but, like, when you
long
saw
before men
this-
emerged on Earth, the stealth tech ruled an empire
There's
that
some interesting
spanned
background about
the
the stealth tech.
galaxy. Even then, they were
Who?
more technologically advanced than we are now.
I'm sorry, the
By
only
the time
sophisticated
their
alien race I
empire
care about is the
crumbled,
Man 2,
they
because
were
they're returning.
possessed of
I need to make
wonders
sure my
beyond
feet
our
is ready.
comprehension.
Is that
Like, we
so?
got a parody of
Well,
Waiting for
if they were
Godot,
so
it's like
tough,
Waiting for Man
what
2.
happened to them?
No one knows. Some say they perished in a civil war.
We'll
that
have to talk
lasted
about
millennia.
where did the missing
Others believe
Hakagos
they simply grew
go?
weary of their
Question.
power.
We don't know.
Surrendered it.
We'll have to find out.
And even
as
now enjoy a
1.3.
simple, tranquil existence at the heart
That
of
was
the
always
galaxy.
something that drove me insane.
Nice fairy tale, Doc. But what about the artifact?
The
Here
majority
is
of them
my piece
left.
of it. Notice
Why are you
anything
not just
odd?
marching?
The markings.
Hold it up beside yours.
A map.
Stabbing
God
objects.
almighty, it's a
Oh,
trail.
hello.
Superficially, it also
yes,
contains
those
a complete
squiggles, they're
set
very
of the
important to
Steltec
me.
alphabet.
Who cares about that? What are we going to find at the spot indicated, Doc?
Who knows? The real question is, where do we go from here?
The sector on the map seems to be located on the edge of the frontier.
Bad luck indeed. That area is currently uncharted. Without the location of the sector's jump points, exploring the area will be nearly impossible.
Unless I enlist with the exploratory service in Ryganon.
This
That
is such
way
an
I can map
80s
the
movie
jump points
solution
and
to
get
the
paid
problem.
for it at the same time.
I know, I'll join the
Always
army!
Privateer, eh?
Yep.
Care you nothing for the
Yeah, it's
possibility
Stripes.
of scientific advancement.
Hey, Ben, you want to go join
Got
the
it,
army?
Doc.
I do have a scheme.
I'm in
Oh,
this for the
alright.
profit.
Very well. I have no interest in
Stripes
both.
actually holds up really
You
well
may keep
until
my fragment
they
and
graduate.
whatever treasure you find.
And then that movie is
So long
really
as I
terrible.
get to publish any
It's those standard
scientific
Full Metal
find.
Jacket rules.
Agreed?
Yes, exactly.
Sounds good to me.
100% yes.
Excellent.
The movie should end
Before you
with Pyle
go,
blowing
I'll
his brains
program
out,
your
as it should
computer
end
with
with
enough information
That's the
from the
fact,
map,
Jack.
as well as the Steltec
Yeah.
alphabet.
The RV
It may
part of
come in
Stripes
handy where
is
you're going.
What?
Well,
You think X marks the
horrible.
spot to a Steltec colony? You've been watching too many
the
late
good
night
things have already
hollows,
happened.
Doc.
We shall see.
Shout out to Privateer for its effortless ability to convince us that hollows is what you would replace the word TV with. They say it so effortlessly. Oh, the hollows.
Why don't you
See you in the hollows.
Yeah, you don't watch the hollow vid about this?
Yeah.
You see the hollow vid about Bonaversky
Yeah.
they did? Or they made his girlfriend a whore?
You know, when you read it in text, though, yeah, fine, your brain has to figure it out. They do a very good job in this game of using it in dialogue without sounding ridiculous. Alright, so we're going to the Raganon system, which,
Good to see a friendly ship.
thank you. Going through the Zaitani system. We're gonna start
How's it
doing
going,
some charting.
Which is something you are very fond of. You're a big charter.
Not like this. No one loves these missions.
Yeah, no. No one does like these missions, because these missions are real. These are the Wing Commander equivalent of the Nut Punch. 3 times or 4 times in a row?
No, I've
Well, I'm just thinking each one, right? Is it 3 or 4?
Traitor to humanity,
I
feel
think it's
our
4.
wrath.
Yeah, it's Delta Prime to 4.
They become progressively harder. Like, Delta's not bad. You're one system in.
Yeah.
Gamma's not bad. Or Beta's not bad.
But then we go through all of them, and then Delta Prime, that's a real slap around.
Yeah. But we know the asteroid trick.
Yep. Which,
You know, fast afterburners, it's gonna be fine.
yep. Without the trick, though, these are just god awful.
Die by the very
Without the
weapons
trick,
you
they are
adore.
very difficult missions. Which makes them
Just
good,
to
like,
pick guy out.
they're great end of game missions, but they are just, How am I trying to start thinking of what is the kind of most difficult end game missions in the series?
So, like, it can't be the most difficult one, Special Operations 1.
Yeah. Yeah. That's single mission by itself.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's-
Yes, but I was just thinking if you let's even expand it to make it a bit more like we could fudge it more is that you make it the series
Good to see a
itself. So
friendly
like the
ship.
last
Even then, because
3,
that mission
4.
happens twice. If the losing one that comes after does the same mission again. So you're the 2x multiplier.
Okay, so the second after that one, because yes, that one God, that sucked. We were stuck on that for so many goddamn weeks until but then it all came together in the single most crazy mission replay I've ever seen. Although, I stand corrected because that series itself, because you had that, but then when you played Jazz, the torpedo thing
Oh yeah, the torpedo thing was crazy.
was the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life, and to this day, like just watching our replay of that, we're both like trying to figure out what has happened, and it's like, no, we know that can't happen, and then it's like, oh my god, it did. How the hell did that happen?
What are you, like Howard using us? Just watching our
Yes.
great moments over
Yes.
and over.
Well, no, normally, no. I've watched
Now
that. I think
entering an
twice because I was trying to
automatic
figure out what was going on, and it's clear that just some weird thing that happened. Like there must be something about Jazz where he's marked differently, where you can fire a torpedo at him.
Yeah, so the special officer bug.
Yeah, kind of buggy. Yeah, I think that's definitely the case there.
Excuse me.
Terran
I'm looking
Cross.
for Terran Cross.
Yeah, no,
You
yeah. I
found
always
it. So, you gonna slit my throat or just
try
rob
to
me?
watch the next day.
Don't
She
let
has a
my
very
clothes fool ya.
90s
They're a little rough,
hairdo.
but times have been hard.
Yeah,
Which
she could have been
leads me
like
to the
Chandler's
point.
girlfriend.
I'm looking for work.
Yeah, very.
And
that's
you
very
heard the
creepish,
exploratory service takes anyone.
Is
that
the
it?
asteroid trick
That's
considered
a misconception,
cheating?
I'm afraid.
I don't
Our work
consider
is
it cheating.
hazardous, yes,
I mean,
but not all our employees sport scars and pirate hats.
no, I don't.
The job requires brains as well as blasters.
I mean, it still
I'm a
sucks. Like you still have to
privateer.
do it.
Believe
Like,
It does
it's-
still suck.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
mean, you're still
looking for a
doing it.
handout.
So
Just a job.
it's
I
not so
have
much.
all the qualifications you're looking
It's a
for.
help.
An eye for
But in the end,
detail,
you're still
a
sitting there
nose
going
for
back and
trouble,
forth, back
and
and
a
forth,
butt
back and
that's
forth. And
never
you can
been
still get
kicked.
shot, and some other jerk
Suppose I'll
off
have
thing
to
can
check
happen.
that
and it
out
just
for
sucks.
myself later.
So no,
Okay,
it's
if
a
you
help,
want the
but
job
not-
you're in,
I wouldn't call
on
it
a
straight up
per-mission
cheating.
basis. Right now, I need someone for a potentially dangerous assignment.
So I've definitely
I'm
died
in charge
doing
of
it plenty of
charting
times.
maps for the
By the way,
sector.
remember how
The ES
concerned
has
people
lost
were
a
with
number
video
of
game
ships
cheating
the
in the
Delta
90s?
system. And
Like,
through
you
Jump
asked for a
Point Delta,
cheat
which
code on a
remains
message board, you
unexplored.
were going to be
Could be a
shamed to
Torati,
hell.
a
And like
Singularity,
now,
or Black
not a
Magic,
thing at all. It's a
no.
cool fact.
But I'll pay you
But that was like
10,000
one of those
credits to
first
find
like
out.
we were all idiots fighting each other, sort of a thing.
Wait, have you
Believe
beat
Ragavan.
Doom without the
Travel to
cheat
Delta System And
codes?
scouted through 4
Cheat
nav
codes?
points.
What a lamer
The
you
navigation
are.
info you'll need will
Why
be
do you have the
stored on your
chainsaw on
nav
level
computer.
3 when it doesn't show up to level
Basically, the
7, you
charge
coward?
Got me.
And
Yep.
standard nav
Yep.
points which make up the loop have been calculated.
Yeah,
Simply hit all the
there are
nav
some
points
days
and
though
return
where I
here
miss
safely. And we'll download what we need from your flight
the
desk and
more,
pay
I
you,
don't want to call
of
it
course.
brutal, but
Sounds
the
pretty
less
easy.
sympathetic
Easy?
curve
We've lost 3 vessels
of games.
so far.
Yeah,
you know,
but did
where
those pilots have
it might
scars
have
or
the
pirate
learning
hats?
curve might have been
Neither.
long, but it
Then
was
get ready
steep,
to
and then
strike.
the reward
Here
you
there'd
got
be
for it was pretty
dragons
great.
from your
Yeah,
You
once
know?
you mastered your ship in
It'll be a
Privateer or a
pleasure.
game like Wings
Good
of
luck.
Glory,
Yeah.
you felt so good, and you don't get that in a modern game.
No, in a modern game, you just plow along and you get stacked up with powers. You go along. They don't challenge you ever too hard because they don't want you trying too many times unless it's the most hard, unless you're on Legendary or something in Halo, and even then it's not super difficult.
Look, see, I've got another nav point now. Nav 3 has been added. Pretty cool.
Yeah, you expand the universe. Yeah, it's like the thing with like Steel Division 2. It had like the learning curve is pretty high if you're not familiar with the units already or basic military things. Like you don't get what a T-34 versus Panzer IV is or anything like that. But then you add in all of the keystrokes and commands you need to learn, and the game is not the best at informing you of it, except through kind of weird niches and things. It sucks, Where in this stuff, like they typically were very good at laying out for you. You got lead-in missions, you got great documentation, and it was still, a real challenge. I mean, but once you figured it out, though, you felt, damn it, why didn't I figure out that faster? And then you felt like king of the water, which was just awesome to do stuff. But it was still a challenge even after we mastered it.
There we have a jump point in an asteroid field.
I'm trying to think of like other great games that had that type of curve.
You're about to
Like any of the
deploy,
Aces
buddy.
series had that. Just all those games, they just seemed to have that.
Falcon.
Yeah, they had a, they weren't unsympathetic, but they also didn't hold your hand at first. But you always felt great afterwards once you kind of got the basics down. It's like Command & Conquer. Once you figure out, you get your basics down, the missions are hard, but you know what? They're a great challenge, and you feel like a sense of accomplishment. Where now I burn through some level in a modern game and go on to the next one. You never get that same sense, really.
I agree.
Like right now, I'm on my Halo 4 playthrough that I've been going on for months. I finally fired it back up, and I'm stuck on this one checkpoint at the end. And it's not hard. It's just annoying if you have to, do it perfectly. Otherwise, you can't get through it. It just gets frustrating. But once it's over, it's like on to the next one. I don't want to think about it.
Damn,
I find games today are a lot more. There's so much more to them, but I think the audience is very different, and you have kind of a different goal. I mean, it's more. We say interactive movie, but it's almost like a soft movie. It's a game today is more about getting through and knowing the story than back then when there was a lot of time spent on the actual playing. I remember people criticizing Wing Commander 1, the Wing Commander having too much story. They just wanted the space action, and that was part of what led them to do Wing Commander Academy. And you wouldn't have that today. We wouldn't put out like, oh, it's Bioshock 1.5. It's just some more maps. Because the game is the thing that gets you to somewhere else now, rather than the end. Yeah. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. I think it's a natural, where that naturally goes. But
yeah, I wish there was more of a stronger niche market for people to kind of do some of those things, or a way
about to
for.
explode.
So much gets drowned out by just like PC gaming today. Why can't you be what you were in the past? It's not hard. It's not hard. Talk to people.
We sound like old people.
Get off.
Kids today's with their Tumblr pornography and their.
Get off my floppy. I haven't played RGO. I started playing it last night, and I will fully admit that I got slightly frustrated because I have a basic joystick. I don't have a HOTS, and as a result, I spent more of my time fighting with the configuration and trying to figure out how to, you know. If anything, I wish it had like Wing Commander key set, and let me just click on it, and it would give me what I would expect things to do. I mean, I know that's asking a lot, and that's kind of a very niche thing for, you know, like 150 or 250 people that would want to do it
There's
that
the
way.
danger of the asteroid trick.
They just took them right to the chin.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was the one thing that kind of stunk, because I was enjoying it a lot, but it was driving me insane that I couldn't figure out how to do basic damn things.
Dump your cargo
And
before
that
you blow,
today,
will ya?
certain things are labeled differently than I would ever expect.
Dump your cargo before you blow.
Yeah, that's
will ya?
what Loaf said as well, and Chris said. And I have the controller sitting right there, but I mean, it feels wrong to play a space.
Dump your cargo before you blow, will ya?
I mean, I probably should get myself a Thrustmaster,
Hey, you're willing to show a woman your apartment and you don't have a Thrustmaster?
Yes.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, I don't think there's no... Well, no, there are Thrustmasters in my closet. I have my F-16 and F-22 in there. I brought those over to add to your collection. Which actually, that'd be interesting to see, because to compare look at the F-22 numbers.
Yeah, who has the higher...
No, well, you have the collectible
Dump
with the
your
wood
cargo
case.
before you blow,
right.
Yeah,
will
it's
ya?
gotta do that. But then, don't you have another one?
Yeah, got
The
a...
regular one? Yeah, well, I'll pull that out for the birthday, maybe. I'll grab my, I'll just grab... Well, wait, do I have an F-22 or do I have the F-16? Oh, shit. I gotta look. I know exactly where it is in my closet. It's the TQS and the sticker together. And then the rudders are another one. Which is something else we need to, well, actually, what, on the replay of Wing Commander, are you doing Goog or the Karathi Saga one?
Correct. I know, Gigi.
Gigi, because I was gonna say the Karathi Saga one adds rudder, but the Goog one doesn't, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Rudders are added through Windows tie-in.
Yeah, that's what. And I mean, rudder pedals are one of those things that seem kind of silly at first, but then
Until you
like,
have it,
them.
and
Yeah,
it's like,
these are all. Yeah, they're fantastic. I mean, in Prophecy, it's amazing when you can sit there and spin the vampire with that. It feels so badass. Yeah, I love those rudder pedals. And Thrustmaster rudders are so great because they're nice and heavy and strong.
By the way, thank you to my incredibly slow droid.
Well, you know, nuance. You didn't tip him last week. You know. Yeah, we should do. We'll have to. I guess. Well, what's the first one where it's native to have rudders? 4 or Prophecy?
First one that was designed with it was Prophecy.
Okay.
But 3, 4, Privateer 2 all got patched.
Yeah, the wing,
patched in
Windows
eventually.
one. Yeah.
Oh.
We'll have to show that off though. I feel like you know. Well, we should certainly at one point set up the full throttle and the stick for those.
Definitely.
Yeah. Take something off Thrustmaster Mountain. Because we've talked a lot about what's up there on Thrustmaster Mountain, but we've not used one yet. Although, we'll have to... Oh, crap. We should probably do that tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, I'll get that tomorrow.
The back and then... yeah.
Okay, there, I patrolled this system. And...
Oh, shit!
Whoa.
I
suck.
Alright then. I saw that asteroid and I was like, no, shit, it's gonna do that.
Gosh, what did I call it?
You called it Cross something, I think.
Okay.
Or Terran or something. Cross 3 or some shit like that.
Gosh, I hope I saved it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'll check that.
Yeah, I thought you called it Cross something, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I think so, but I'm not positive. That was the Thrustmaster God saying, "Why have you not spoken to me?"
Okay, Delta. It was called Delta.
Oh, Delta. All right, I wasn't paying enough attention.
Or it's the one that's right there.
Okay. We suck sometimes. But yeah, we should probably do that. Although I think Super Wing Commander might actually use the rudder. Just the Mac. I'm not sure though.
It doesn't.
Doesn't?
No, it doesn't have a rudder control.
Okay. But we'll have to set up the. We'll have to break it, which will be nice, you know. That those are my old Mac sticks. Get some old stuff. That'll be good. We'll definitely have to do that because I can see that taking us some time to figure out.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff to set up for the the birthday party.
Yep, we're gonna party like it's my birthday, and it's my actual birthday as well. Not an important number one, just another one. I don't think you get cool insurance discounts or anything when you're 38.
They're not the best airline.
Nope. Although it appears American Airlines is the one that really able to hate the last billions of years. So my high school's my 20th reunion is next year, and someone has started a Facebook group, which is slowly becoming rather insufferable. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, how do I turn off notifications for it? Because it's the same, like, 7 people, and it's the same 7 people that were the class officers who, senior slideshow is just them and not the other 800 people in my class. Yeah. And one person is she's I think a producer and director in Hollywood. She's working on. I want to say
You're
she works
finished,
on that
fly
Jim
boy.
Carrey show. I'm not 100% sure.
The Drew Carey show?
No, the Jim Carrey. The one with Jim Carrey, I think. Her and her husband. So she's very nice, but I imagine literally all the conversations are asking her.
What's Drew Carey like?
Yes, exactly like that. Exactly like that. Don't choose an asteroid to fly through, you jerk.
No way.
Running away is what I say.
Am I, or am I leading these mission-specific enemies into an asteroid field? That was very Empire Strikes Back.
Oh! Yeah, you know what that was? I don't remember Han running the Falcon into an asteroid.
You're nailed, pal.
Literally lands it in an asteroid.
Yeah, he literally lands it. I don't remember him taking one off the chin, though. Which, if I recall, you just took one right off the... Oh! Shiitake mushrooms everywhere.
Yeah, this is not good.
You're nailed, pal.
Nope. You are in some shit. Well, I don't know why you're pointing at him, because...
You're nailed, pal.
Problem is, if you interact a lot here, then you're even. Oh, I didn't mean to remind you. Do that. Mine's only been going on for about 4 days. Because it literally is the same, and it's all people from
Hey, in fact, I just got added to a Facebook group for mine. They're very nice people, but
Yeah, I know, it's just I don't need to... Yeah, it's all... It's just all people jokes, it's just... I will go to it, but I listen to all of it. I don't care. You can make a good run. You think that they collide with each other with so many people on too. Although I feel like it's one of those moments where I'm supposed to be better doing my job on other things and not just staring at the screen. That's usually how things work out well as opposed to badly. We're all watching in silence. Now, yep, world. Yada yada yada. Except for Saturday. For Saturday, we should. What are some of the things we're doing? Actually, we can do a big market tease.
Well, we're gonna have book club.
Book club.
Not the most exciting thing, but anybody out there who wants to chat about the Wing Commander 3 novelization with us,
it'll be an interesting book club with all of us here. Well, half of us here.
Yeah, you're nailed, pal.
Yeah, that should be good. We're gonna be playing Wing Commander 3. Hopefully, about the PC and the 3DO. We're still trying to get that 3DO emulator just right, but we have a couple of never before seen videos we'll be showing off that were donated recently. Some fan projects to show off. We're gonna sing the entire Privateer 2 song.
There's 45 minutes of the program right there. Good thing it's like a live stream with no end, you know what I mean? Like, woo!
And then it's the 7 o'clock hour. We're just gonna have a casual hangout with. Be out there. We're gonna do trivia.
You're nailed,
do
pal.
some prizes.
Damn, you're ripping me apart.
I've showcased the prizes. I'm sure you have a copy of some of the show prizes that they're getting.
It's true.
It's true. Yeah. And we'll also we're gonna fire up Super Wing Commander.
Hopefully we can get that to work in time.
Maybe tomorrow well, what time does group number 1 arrive tomorrow?
Around 5-ish.
Okay. Alright, so, we can talk about that after you make or before or just after that. Well, no, they're coming in and want to relax. Oh, no, well, I'll have to we have to I'm trying to think of a cool name for the grill, but that didn't really work. That still doesn't seem to really flow. We'll work on that. But yep, do that. We're gonna try to play some of the Super Wing Commander campaign. You know, which would be kind of fun. We can kind of take turns with that, so that different people can just be sitting on one screen chatting about whatever, and the other person can be playing. So we can have a true party experience of let Billy play over there in the corner. Let's blab about whatever. Until look at that on screen. Let's talk about that.
If you happen to be here with us, we'll have.
We can maybe try some Armada.
Yeah.
Try some Armada. Maybe some local proving grounds. Have we played the Wing Commander minigame in System Shock? I believe
not yet, but it's on the.
What minigame did we play? The hell when we played some minigame?
Origin FX.
Are you sure?
We did Origin FX, we did Ultima 7, we did Street Fighter.
Maybe it was Ultima 7 that I'm confusing. The minigame.
That's a maxi game.
Well, I thought you had done the System Shock minigame.
No, I haven't done System Shock. I have the same game though, we can do it at any time.
I could have sworn we had done that one. I thought we had done that when we did minigames or something.
No, never did it.
Okay. The only other ones, we found the Blood Fang in Ultima, which was a trip.
Yeah.
Headlines is that the President of the United States has asked his aides if it's possible to buy Greenland.
Buy Greenland?
Yeah, as in not like Greenland, but Greenland.
Oh, okay.
The island covered in ice.
Well, Mr. Bald and I got good news and bad news. The Iran thing didn't go. But we think there may be some interest in starting a war with Greenland. He may be the last person who fell for the Greenland-Iceland trap.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if you know anything about the history of the United... I mean, we have an air base up there, and if you know anything about that history of that air base, it's land the United States doesn't want to own. We've done bad things to it. Very bad things. It's kind of what we should talk about. Like bad, two-layered first, very bad. Very bad. Toxic ice. Very bad.
Keep your eyes peeled for trouble, Ace.
Now entering an automatic land.
Place some of those missiles, repair our guns.
Well, are the dragons
One
flying?
down.
Wipe the dragons from your charts and replace them with pirates.
I shouldn't have looked.
Dead pirates, anyway. The area was swarming with the little buggers. But I did a little exterminating before completing my mapping run.
That's good to know. If I don't get this sector mapped real soon, the brats at HQ will have my rear.
Lucky brass.
Things that happen.
Any way I can beat them to it?
Maybe we'll discuss that after this next mission. This time you'll enter a completely unexplored region. I'll need you to
Brown
launch
hair.
from Ryganon.
Extremely horny.
Pass through Delta to a new
Damn,
jump
he's so
point,
horny.
which you will use to jump to the uncharted system we've designated.
Another movie where,
Theta.
you know, that's
All you
one of the
have to do
highlights
is
of
hit all
the
nav
post,
points in your computer. I'll
tile
update the
scene
chart
of
using your flight disk and
Full
pay you
Jacket.
10,000 credits when you return.
He's so horny. It may not be a long time.
I don't think so.
Like
not
I told
anymore.
you before.
I think so.
I
I
need
think
the
that's
work.
fine.
Don't worry, you're not going into a known hazard area.
And that's
Yeah,
like when they're
but
in the
it's
city
the
of Way. I
unknown
will not
hazard
quote that
that's
part at
scaring
all.
me. Still, I'll do my best and meet you
Say
back
they
here
talk
when I'm
about
done.
snakes in the
Good.
south.
By the way, there's one more thing I need you to do on this run. One of my men, Captain Garovic, made the same
funny
run
thing is,
you're
though, that-
making.
I mean,
He
you have to
never
give
came
Grayson
back. So one of
props,
your
though. I mean,
objectives
he's
is
very
to find
much
him
living
if
up
you
to
can.
the
I thought
idea
this
of
wasn't
miss
a known
100% of the
hazard
shots you
area.
don't take.
We don't know if
And
anything
one of the
hazardous
that you
happened
do
to
take.
Garovic.
Yeah,
Keep
well,
your eyes
you know,
peeled just the
the
same,
thing, though,
okay?
in my experience, even if you have horrible opening lines, eventually it will work. It's just a matter of doing it a lot. Without sympathy and without remorse. You have to just plow onwards if that's your objective.
Alright, time to do that same mission again, but more.
Yep, just put a little extra. You know what you need on that? I think like 2 inches further out will be good.
And the best part of this is it's this asteroid field you go through right here. Like,
yep,
that's a real screw you.
Yeah, it's the hurdle. It's the first and last hurdle you face. And it's really a very, very, very unpleasant one. Whoa, what are you doing over there? We're sitting here talking about how horny Grayson Burroughs is, and then you're getting. I don't know what's up at the desk this evening.
Yeah, there's
something weird. Yeah, we're getting some weird shiftings. I hear it smacking the wall, but then that's the new one. That's everything. It's shaking everything. But that was weird.
Well, here's a new nav point we can go to.
Hey, what is it? You
jump point to the beta system.
You beta boys. We're all soft here. That's why he's running. Beta boys running to the beta system.
Galactic.
Cower before the claws of a warrior.
Randomly generated Kilrathi, the worst kind.
You're finished, flyboy. You're about to suck void, buddy.
Alright, I got you. Okay, made it to the beta system. Oh good, there's a bunch of nav points.
Hey guys, just no nav points. Go wherever you want. It's fine. I don't care. I'll do whatever you guys want to do.
Of course, there's rocks.
I collect rocks, okay? They're just part of what makes me me. That's really not our best blind jokes.
No, I don't even know what that was.
That was just me trying to be a wet noodle dude, like a low confidence beta noodle.
All right.
Yep, not our best. This weekend, though, oh baby, we've got a few things locked and loaded. An item came in your mail that is ridiculously fantastic. An item came in my mail that's ridiculously fantastic. There's more items we need to get in the mail. Like the one I found where I'm not sure what we're going to do with 90% of it, but we're going to figure out something amazingly stupid. Like I had a few ideas with, you know, the majority of it that we could somehow make into some type of Confederation Marine type trophy of some kind, if that makes any sense.
Alright.
I don't know how we'll do that, but we'll figure it out.
An arts and crafts segment.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I figure we can, I mean, it's too bad we can't brand it with, like, First Marine Commando Cat Killers. We can try, though. We can try something like that, I think.
Yeah, Ali does woodcuts.
Well, I want to wager that the quality of it, given the price of it, is not going to be high enough where, I feel like we're just going to destroy it if we try anything, so we'll have to figure that out. It'll be fantastic the first time. Oh, dude, come on, brother. I watched you do that. You just, you saw that coming and didn't move either.
Yeah.
You thought that was going to draw away.
Did think it was going to draw
away. I know that, because, it's one of those ones you paw, I do that to you.
No.
Whoa, who's this?
Stay away.
Yo, bro, where's your frosted tips at?
All right, you asked for it.
This is what happens when you do too much ultimate. And too much brilliance.
Hey, what can I say? I'm a professional.
That's all this dude is, just pure ultimate.
So this is the guy who've been sent on these missions before. His name is Garovic, that is such an original Star Trek name, isn't it?
No, it can't end like
that sounds very Trekkie.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Kirk's friend Garovic.
Is he friends with Sarek? Oh, that's too bad.
Alright, let's get the hell out of this sector.
Yep. I wonder what's wrong with him. Why do you think he's so mentally unstable that you just murdered him in cold blood, you dick?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never thought
long day.
Yeah, you never know. I was there talking about moral quandaries. You just murdered some dude for the fact that he had a
Josh, I don't blame you for trying to kill me.
Douchebag blowout haircut. He was a Gotti before the Gottis were. Chat's very quiet this evening. They're probably just enjoying our ridiculous.
They're playing Rebel Galaxy Online.
Outlaw.
Oh, Outlaw.
REO Speedwagon.
That's right. You don't have to put the name online in games anymore. Truly, I have lived a long time.
Yeah, that's true. Good one, the second fantastic. Jump sphere. Oh, I always love this thing. And then you're here, play here, bang, 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 and it starts ruin your shield, and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, please make it out, please make it out, and don't let me be completely destroyed as I come out of the jump. That was always one of the best parts of Privateer. Actually, every part of Privateer is fantastic. It's
this asteroid field, man. This last screw you asteroid field.
Except this. This is really a punch in the. Yeah, this is a punch right in the Centurion. This is definitely, it's just a real. But I mean, the whole idea. But I mean, I get why they do it though. They're trying to tell you that you're at the edge of explored space.
No, and you get that feeling, but it's.
Yeah, like the space lanes haven't been cleared, but it's still like, hey. Go screw off, like, you dicks. Because this is really... Because, sometimes, if you don't know the trick, at this point, you are holding together by a thread, and you're praying your shields have enough to bounce a single rock off, but more likely than not, they don't. And then you get angry, and you throw your $250 Thrustmaster joystick, and stand up and walk away. You wouldn't break it, though, because that'd be stupid.
Break the wall.
Yeah,
it's not that actually.
Yeah. Good old Thrustmaster. Definitely, drywall is losing that fight. It's very, even with the old ones, even with the FCS Mark 1, you're still doing a good dent.
Now entering an automatic.
2 down, 2 to go.
Feels.
We're gonna hopefully end this day in the derelict.
Derelict? It's only fashion line.
Terrible.
That's from Zoolander, dude.
I've never seen Zoolander.
Shut the front door.
No, I've never seen Zoolander.
Dude. Oh, man. Zoolander's great, although I will say...
Finished your mapping loop, Privateer?
Yeah, the information's on my flight disk,
memory of Zoolander,
and I found Garovic. You didn't tell me he was a raving lunatic, Terran.
Oh, Garovic isn't crazy. He's one of our best pilots. Thank God you brought him back.
Oh, well, actually, I didn't.
And
What?
when we woke up in the
Garovic was out of his
morning,
mind,
if anyone
Terran. He
knows
fired
the
on me
Zoolander
for no
menu,
reason. Whatever
it just
attacked
goes,
his ship.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Mad. That's what bothers me.
Grows old
I can't
really,
believe the
really
pirates
quick.
did all this.
Which means there's a new player in the sector.
One tough
I'll
enough
never
to
forget
end the
that,
game.
though. And I was
So,
like, Will
where
Ferrell,
do we
you
go
should
from
drop
here?
dead.
Keep exploring. What else can we do?
Question is,
I have
will
maps to
he
compare.
get
I'll pay you 10,000 credits
Cross's
to make
number?
another mapping run.
Why not?
Probably not.
Some say life is hell
not.
and death
You mean a
an
hollow
escape.
number.
Others say heaven.
Can I holler at you, lady? Holla, girl.
But either way,
Well,
I need
I
a
ain't
new
no
pair of shoes.
hologram.
I ain't no holla back.
Believe right
I ain't no
tap
hollow
through beta
back, girl.
system, and use the jump point there to reach uncharted gamma
Let's not start
system.
any more songs.
Fly
I'm
the
not
loop
singing any more
pattern in
shit
your
after
nav
Privateer.
comp by hitting each nav point in sequence.
There's no more ditties.
Complete
we
the
have more
mapping spiral through
songs
gamma
can only
and
occur where
hurry
there's
back and
pirates.
collect your
And
pay.
since thankfully only 2 games have pirates, shit, One Commander 4 has pirates, but those don't count because you hardly see them. It's all right. Yeah, right. Yeah, because it's a private frigate, and yeah, there's no.
Or, I mean, since they're pirates in special operations, technically.
You're finished, flyboy.
Gettysburg crew, the ones that decide to go pirate, those are pirates.
I mean, I guess, yeah, technically they are committing piracy.
And mandarins who capture.
No, mandarins I think are beyond pirates. I think that's beyond piracy. That's full-on treason. But then because they affiliate with the Kilrathi, so that makes that takes it the extra step. Yeah. That was always a fun mission. Starting with Commander 4, you gotta chase the Thunderbolts and then not attack the frigate, which is a real hard thing to do because you just want to destroy it.
Yeah, and that's the sort of like big designed mission Chris was really did a great job with in Commander 4.
Yeah, he just wanted to stick out to you.
It breathes much more than go to every nap point and kill everything.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I like those kind of missions where it's like, no. You have to come back. It's something better, you know. Standoff does that in episode 5. I was just playing this mission the other day, and it sends you off in a stiletto. They just want to punch you in the nuts one final time. But then you go up against the escort screen of the Hakaga, so it's all the Paragu Mark II frigates with all the flak cannons, the Lothas. So it's like you're not going to win no matter what, but you still want to try to do something stupid, knowing full well you're going to die.
You're about to suck void,
and then they throw
buddy.
Katara at you. Yeah, that was such a great effect that they still allow those sounds to play through. Making our way through nowhere. Takes every damn thing we got. This is a brutal track that they really do.
You're about
really
to suck void, buddy.
They send you 3 out and 3 back. I mean, and these systems are
You're
not
about
easy.
to suck void,
Even
buddy.
if you try to like fly around the asteroids, there's really not a good way to do so.
Not a good way.
But
And like as far as the game is concerned, I'm still traveling to the nav point. I haven't started the mission yet because I have to get to the next system before it even cares that it's a mission.
Yeah, you're just in transit. Yeah, and that's what makes, I feel like that's what makes kind of the end of this the reward.
Yeah, it's a well-deserved reward, and theoretically, you've been hearing about this Kilrathi asteroid base, and you're like, I wonder what's in the asteroid. There's Kilrathi there, and I'm gonna find their base.
Yep.
And you should be able to put 2 and 2 together. Yep, there's the thing I get is that reward, but
nope.
No, that led to a lot of years of.
Yeah, even with the kind of the directness with which they kind of laid out for you, you still thought, no, you guys are just effing with us.
No, I bet there's something else.
Yeah, because this was also the era though where there would be kind of ridiculous small Easter eggs that fans would always, I feel like, create into giant balloons.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sierra had their kind of silly things where you're like, okay, look at it's the Batmobile in King's Quest. Is that 2 or?
I don't remember that one specifically.
Is that 2 at the beach?
I don't remember
I
it.
don't remember which one it is either. Shit.
Super Wing has a nice Easter egg if you're.
Yep, that's true too. Hanging out by the window.
Yeah, the Avatar flies by and it's a 7 outfit.
That is a good one. Yeah, there is that like ridiculous hyper focus on things. Or in some games, they'd even give you that payoff, but then the people wouldn't believe that was actually it. Like in Marathon, it's in the early terminals. It talks about that doesn't sound good.
That one hurt. That one hurt.
Didn't sound good. The early terminals talk about how the Mars Resistance hid all this ammo somewhere on the ship, and when you find it, like it is a good chunk of ammo and weapons, but you think, no, this can't really be what they're talking about. There must be more than this. And the game screws with you because it has a lot of, especially in the later levels, kind of teaser rooms. So it's a room you can see into that has like the rocket launcher, the flamethrower, but it's actually really completely closed off from the level, so there's no way to actually access it. It's just to piss you off. I remember I found that ammo room later in the game. I was like, this can't be it. This is really like 20 clips. I think that's ooh, shiitake.
You're going well, per se.
No. You're away from the field. Try to give yourself a little bit of time. You gotta move.
Oh, no.
Red. Oh, shit. And this is what really sucks about these later ones, because it's so damn
go
far.
all the way back, yeah.
This is what makes this kind of a brutal stretch. This is definitely a brutal stretch.
Yeah. We're gonna make it through.
Yep.
Or give up and do it tomorrow. We'll find out.
That's true. That's right. We could have a mini stream.
At the very least, I want to finish this one.
Oh, 100%. Oh, yeah, no, 100%. No, I get now I want to do the final one because it is like, it's frustrating because you're like, if you die, you do it again twice. It's like, that's seriously, good 25 minutes. Yeah. This is where also, I guess, when Mike asked, is the asteroid trick a cheat? Clearly not. Because if it was, you'd fly through this shit, no problem.
I have not been doing it, I've been kind of avoiding the asteroid trick, and I think I'm just going to do it now.
Yeah.
Let's throw caution to the wind and do the asteroid trick at every nap point.
Yeah. Well, I didn't drop it the other day on the metro. We won't talk about the United States Navy. Futzing around. Pissing me way off. Alright, let's check our intertubes. Let's see. The Discord is...
You're finished, flyboy.
I have been a mixture of that and Steel 2 because I'm part of these small real-time strategy players that still exist in the world. Although Steel 2 kind of screwed themselves by not having a tutorial, which is the dumbest thing I've ever done. It's such a game that you can just jump into. Which is sad because when I log in, like, if I will go home tonight, I log in and say it's 11:30 East Coast, there'll be, if I'm lucky, 300 people playing, which is just kind of sad and crappy. So pick it up when it's on sale. It's a fantastic game. God damn it, this slows up. Quiet crowd this evening. Very quiet crowd. We have a good number of people watching us, but
say hey out there.
They're listening to the sound of silence. Yeah, you and I, we're stretching.
Oh,
you son of a beach!
I wasn't even looking. I'm sorry.
God. Hold on. Let's see what happens. Ready? Let's recap. What the hell did you hit?
Asteroid. It was.
Oh, dude!
I went into an asteroid field.
Yeah.
I thought.
No. You know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt this time. You were like on the edge of it.
Yeah.
So you got one that kind of skimmed your upper left. Yeah. You were not flying straight into it. You just caught the edge of it definitely. Because I thought the Kilrathi got you, but they did not actually.
No.
They had weakened your shields, but it was the rock that definitely pure cannon. That definitely.
No, that was a rock.
Yeah, definitely a rock. Yeah. Here we go again. 15 minutes to kill to get there. If I were you, I'd just go full quote-unquote cheat mode. Even though I still don't think it works in these because there's just so many enemies. And the
I'm trying to do the thing, and I still am hitting.
Yeah.
Gamma sector, here we come.
Takes everything we got. Oh, yeah. Michael with a deep cut.
What's that?
I am always. Kosh. Yeah, we should bring Kosh. We should bring Kosh out. Did he go in a box with that?
I'm not sure where he is.
Or is he on the table?
He's like under the table, maybe.
He probably should be out for the party, I feel like. Oh, sure. I feel like we should definitely have him. Spending most of it. Gentleman that was emailing for work, he asked me if I was writing a book, which I was not. I had to explain to him repeatedly that I was not writing that book and what I was working on. And he replied to me by saying it's got all the markings and a page turner. Maybe you should add over 6 inch. Arg. I should note I have spoken with this man in 3 emails. And
boomers, man.
And the description I told him for the project I'm working on, I don't really know why he would need those. But all right. Yes. Good old Kosh. And screw old Kosh. He was a dick. Now it sounds like we're on a sailing ship. One day the CIC will have our own ship. With its own CIC, no, Dad. You know, imagine we got a museum ship. Sick. Very hot. Yep, just up and down. Show the old hip game.
Can you tell me which of the nav points in the Gamma system have asteroids?
I hope so. Let's check.
Primate, cower before the claws of a warrior.
Yes. So it is nav 1, nav 3, nav 4, nav 5.
Okay. Well,
so the nav you're at is the only one that is asteroid free.
Asteroid free, okay.
Except for... Hold on. I don't know what the hell that means, but hold on. Oh, okay. And in the middle of Gamma, if you try to fly, you know, crafty, there's a hidden action zone. Which has, oh shit. It has 3 Dralthi, which are fanatical novices, and then 3 Gothri, which are confident pros. So, fly in line, okay? Do not try, whatever way you're going through the nav points, avoid the center of the system. At all costs. But yes, every single jam faces up to you. And then in your final one, you're free. But in this, you only get nav 1 and nav 5 are your enemies. So if you're going from, you're probably flying by the nav 1 ones right now.
Well, they're all mission specific. So.
Yeah. So it's going to be.
So they're all.
You have 5 Gothri and 5 Dralthi. Alright, the totals. And they're not futzing around. It's fanatical aces, fanatical novices, confident pros, confident novices. Nav 5 is also a punch in the face. Just so you know.
Well, I don't think I have nav 5 right now.
Yeah, no, you don't have
That's the next mission.
Yeah, you're the next one. Yeah, so just nav 1's the only one. If you kill those 10, that's all you got in the system. That's it, yeah. That information brought to you by Privateer Playtesters Guide. If you don't have it, what's wrong? Let's see what's good. Let's use force. Probably not a whole lot at this point. Although it also kind of stinks that they don't have Righteous Fire in here.
It came out before the CD version.
No, I know. But still, you'd hope that, you know. Oh, I miss great guides like this. Like today, they have that some games have guides, but like they're not the same. They don't give you the same level of like universe lore or inject you in the same way. I feel like.
Yeah.
It's like those big glossy guides, you know.
Do games have guides anymore?
I think yes. I mean, I know.
I mean, Prima's out of business now. Oh. You see, so it's not a cheat.
Yeah, Michael, not a cheat.
Not a cheat.
Not a cheat. No.
Not even necessarily a good idea. Let's try this one more time.
I fully agree. Yes, even the crowd is saying it's making them space sick doing the cheat.
Sorry about that.
We also agree. That's why I'm not even watching the screen. I've been looking at the guide instead because it is, and it's tiring because it seems so simple.
It's such a slog.
But you're like da 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 da, but it's like a constant motion back and forth, and it is just.
So maybe we don't finish Privateer tomorrow, but that's just fine.
Yeah, but then we can still on Saturday we have essentially limitless time because we can have a game playing while we're doing trivia or other stuff going on. And we can have the hot seat. We'll have to figure that out tomorrow. Because we have a really big ship. Flipping rocks. What am I gonna say to that? It's hard to skirt them because you have to go to the nav points no matter what, so you're entering them.
Yeah, you have to go to the exact center of them.
Yeah, skirting them doesn't really help you. It just delays you them.
Now, one question that I guess I would even more debate whether or not it's a cheat is...
You're finished,
once you have gotten through Delta Prime, then you will come to... Your mission is over, and you can technically, if you want, turn on invulnerability without ruining the plot. Is that cheating?
Yes.
I agree on that one. I don't... It's
Yes.
like pornography. I don't know the line, but when I see it...
I feel like if you have to go to an option menu and you click a button that says invulnerability, that's cheating.
Okay.
That's, I think, at that point you are altering the base. Instead of taking advantage of game mechanics, you are then altering said mechanics.
Well, you're taking advantage of a mechanic because it punishes you for using invulnerability only when you're flying a mission.
I think this is one of those moments where you're trying to follow the letter of the law while ignoring the spirit of the law type situation.
Yes.
So I think you should. No, I would consider that cheating. Yes, 100%. Yes. Anytime you're turning on an option that then completely changes the world like that. Yes.
Cower before the claws of a warrior.
I shall hang your entrails in my hall. I hope I had a giant meal that smells like darkness.
One never click.
Well, I guess if anything, you should know what you should. Oh, you probably already went there.
What's
I
that?
was gonna say you could have done the enemy was one last. Maybe avoided those a-holes. So you could. Oh no! You jump into
have to
no,
patrol all of them.
Well, no, but you jump into them because they.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
They spawn at the nav one, so yeah, you're screwed. If anything, though, avoid when you have to go between 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Try to head up towards 1 first to avoid adding 6 more.
Well, the bad news is that's already happened.
Okay, well, in the other timeline in which you listened to me beforehand, you would have avoided this problem. Which is worse, asteroid fields or minefields?
Asteroid fields. Minefields are never in trouble. Almost never. I mean,
very rarely are they problem. They add a nice environment, but it's very rarely are they problematic. Yeah. Whereas privateer asteroids are the nut punch of the universe.
Yeah, these are bad.
Yeah, I mean, I remember in one playthrough of privateer when I was a kid, I had this like 29,000 or 31,000 credit patrol in the Ferris quadrant, and I was like, shit, yes, what I want. And that son of a bitch sat in my mission computer forever because I was like, screw that thing sucks, it's impossible to beat, I hope you die, and I could never get rid of it until way later. Or I don't even know if I ever cleared it or if I just started another game. But I just remember thinking it sucked. And I would avoid Ferris after that as a result of how crappy that experience was.
It's like they say, avoid Ferris.
Don't save them. Don't save them. Yeah. I think we're being very
Your death will honor my name.
What's your name?
Trent.
Oh, I don't even. Dun, 30,000 meters. making our way.
Not everything is a cheers sign.
Not everything's a cheers
Stress this.
song.
Not everything is the cheers song.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
Hear those missiles popping in back of me?
Nope. I can't hear dog doo-doo.
Here are the rocks.
You do have an insane amount of enemies behind you, though. Like,
Yes,
you
I do.
really do. You better hope you jump. Your sequence is fast because I can see you really getting your ass kicked. See? Oh, they're jumping. Oh,
No, didn't take a hit.
Yeah, I saw that. Only one round was fired. I saw that. It looked like they were futzing around.
Oh, and of course, here we have some more enemies in an asteroid field.
Everybody loves those. Put everyone on the ship at sea.
The good thing about these enemies is they are going to disappear. Okay. Flying around an asteroid field on this one. It's very hot in here, by the way. In case
It is getting a little toasty.
Yeah, it's
we have a little airflow issue.
We have a jungle situation in here.
We'll have to remember that for Saturday.
Yeah, we'll probably keep the lights on because we'll be streaming the day. It's
Oh, that's true. Could call until later. That's a good call. Yeah.
Come on, jump out.
You're finished, flyboy.
Junior and his entire family was in that plane crash. They're all okay.
No, that's good news.
That does not. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, that plane crash did not look very good in terms of survivability. Unless that must have broken out after they hit the ground. It looks like it's a small
my hull.
aircraft. The fuselage is completely engulfed in flames.
But then we're gonna get to her again, and we're gonna have that one last of yours asteroid field, which I will take very, very slowly.
Yep. Yep. Back to again and takes everything good. Privateer 2 doesn't have these worries. Sure would help. See, everything is a cheer song.
I have doubts about this theory.
Well, we'll have to figure it out. You'll have to tune in next time for All Things Considered.
The interesting thing about this mission, this next mission that we get after this, is how did she expect me to refuel initially?
Well, she thinks you're an a-hole who's trying to get her pants, so she probably thought you were gonna die.
She wanted the sensor data, though.
Oh, hey, easy there, Mr. Cocky. You're not giving that lady any sensor data, huh? Ah, hey, Miss Crust. You want an upload? I see what you're going with this. Make sure.
And in the end, nothing to repair, no missiles to replace. It was just a long, hellish run.
That was a.
Did you complete the run?
Yeah, no thanks to the Kilrathi.
Kilrathi? What were they doing there?
They were flying an inverted V, the usual formation for a broad
I'll go ahead and start
sweep.
drawing my.
But what could they be searching
What,
for
you're-
out here in the middle of
If it's
nowhere?
not a rock
You tell me.
or an
Why
asteroid
is the
hitting something,
Confed interested in mapping
it's
this
not done
sector
right.
anyway?
I don't know. The top brass makes those decisions. I only implement them. If you're suggesting there's some kind of hidden agenda here...
All I'm saying is, if the Confed is out here looking for something, it makes sense that the Kilrathi would share their interest. Anyway, They're the ones who've been trashing your ships all along.
Interesting with the article in
Makes
front of
sense,
Confed. The
I guess.
Confed is out
Up for
here.
another mapping run? It
The
pays the usual
Confed?
10,000
Yeah.
credits.
Yeah.
Seems like world building.
Seems goofy, but yeah, I gotcha. A little goofy.
Better than
This time you'll
Confes.
map a newly
The
discovered
confes?
system, designated Delta Prime,
Cons. I
for
feel like
its
you, yeah, if
transspatial
you're
proximity
derivative
to Delta
derogatory, you
system.
call them cons.
Transspatial,
Instead
eh?
of confes.
So, I'll be doing a little jumping to get there.
Right.
Well, I feel like
You'll
you
need
just
to
say
fly
confed.
through Gamma to the
Confed,
jump
that
point
seems
there.
like that.
Jump to Delta Prime and hit the nav point we've programmed in your computer. Afterwards, report back here for your pay. If it goes well, this will be the last run in this sector. Good luck.
Should I try this last mission or do you...
No, I don't think.
Okay.
I feel like at this point we're just stretching it too much. At that point.
All right, that's enough privateer for tonight.
Yeah, we're at 2 hours 40 minutes. I feel like it's a good number.
Yeah.
I want to keep us under 3 because otherwise we'd be at 3:20, and that might be pushing too far.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Let me
Go to our
switch to our ending. Thank you guys. We will see you on Saturday for the great big party.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Read the first 4 chapters of the Wing Commander 3 novelization if you want to join in that chat.
Biggest book club ever.
We'll also have trivia and chat and everything later in the day. It's gonna be good. Special guests, explosions, footage you've never seen. It's gonna be good.
Real explosions and fake explosions because you know that technology is gonna fail us, and it's gonna be amazing.
And here's Clyde.
Wait, you gotta sign the damn thing.
I gotta sign the thing.
Jesus.
Okay.
Keep Clyde in your pants. Thank you.
Okay, by the way, here's my asteroid artwork.
Freaking guy. We try to prep at everything, and bam, he's trying to hot rod through it all.
I'm not gonna lie, I really need to pee.
That's why I told you to stop. I've had 3 beers during this, so I agree. That's why we're not going to Delta Prime. Now, hit Clyde.
All right, here we go.
Hi, I'm Dr. Clyde Burrows from the Omnicron Institute. A magical orb that protects Oasis from being too close to the sun is a little crazy, even by our standards. Scientists believe that life in distant star systems will develop only if there happens to be a terrestrial planet orbiting inside what's known as the circumstellar zone, or Goldilocks region. This area of any given star is the potential sweet spot where planets will orbit a star and receive an amount of solar radiation equivalent to that of our Earth. Too close to the sun and liquid water won't form oceans. Too far and the planet's surface would be completely frozen. Of course, it's possible that life could exist that's nothing like we know on Earth. See you on the next exciting episode of All Wings Considered.